Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. On the last one, we went on a date with the Tiger Boy, and now we're going to experience the last day before I don't know that the prologue ends on this day or tomorrow. I know that it will be one of those two, so strap in, folks. Strap in. Huh? The school gate looks awfully empty right now. I arrived for class about 10 minutes early, but there doesn't seem to be much of anyone here. It's almost like a ghost town. Rutherford? Ah, there we go. I hear someone calling out to me, and surely enough, it's Shoichi. Shoichi. I need to start warming up before this shit. Ah! Okay, I'm good. Shoichi? You're here pretty late. Don't you usually get to school 2 hours before class? I do. That's why I'm arriving right now. What? But it's 8:30. 8:20. No, it's 6:20. Wait, what? I checked the time on my phone, and sure enough, it says 8:22. But my phone says it's 8:22. Let me see that. Shuichi picks up my phone and fiddles with the settings. I see the problem. You got the times mixed up and came to school late? No. Shuichi extends his hand, holding my phone to show me the screen. Your phone seems to think you're in Thailand, so it's showing the local time. Hey, I'm glad you're here shooting Eclipse. And to everyone in the chat, hello to you as well. Everyone is getting a greeting. Hello to everyone. What? I snatched my phone from his hand. I snatched the phone from his hand and start checking it. How did this happen? Your guess is as good as mine. Virus, software glitch, bad GPS app. The list is a mile long. You should really deactivate automatic time zone detection. That sort of thing can just go haywire at sometimes. If anything on your phone goes into conflict with it, it just fails. Well, gee, thanks for the late warning. Hey, this isn't my fault. Don't yell at me. Sorry, it's just 2 hours of sleep lost. Well, it's not gonna hurt you to be early for once. I'm gonna go to the rooftop and get some sleep. Whoa, hang on. Ugh, this man is huge. Just as I try to turn around and walk away, Shuichi quickly grabs me and spins me back to face him. I'm glad to know I'm on equal footing to the New England Patriots. That's my dad's favorite team. I'm going to be having a very tense conversation with my dad this week, and I am not looking forward to it. I'm really not. This is just the prologue. We're not on a route yet, but we're going to be going for the June route first, and then Shuichi, and then Keisuke. You're already here, so you might as well stay up and do something. Let me guess, you're going to tell me to study. He scratches the back of his head, thinking his answer over for a few seconds before sighing. Well, I was going to suggest it, but at this point my words will only fall on deaf ears, wouldn't they? Oh good, you can learn. Har har, very funny. I don't appreciate the sass, mister. It was done with the best of intentions. Sure it was. Well, you might as well socialize then. With who? Half your classmates arrive early to school. I also know for a fact that Urashihara arrives around at this time. The fuck? What are you doing? You freaking weirdo. And if you want, I only have to give some papers a look over at the student council room, and I'll probably be free in 10 or 20 minutes. Well, okay, I guess we could have some fun before classes. You bet. Either way, I need to get going right now. I'll see you in a few. Do try to stay awake until I come back. It is very snowy out right now. Like, it's bad. I had to take the boy out, and it was not fun. It was not fucking fun. As if I'd fall asleep in 20 minutes. I'll hold you to that. Bye. Yeah, see you later, Shuichi. Well, I guess this morning might not suck as hard. I still have no idea what messed with my phone's time. Guess this is why I didn't see Mom or Aki when I was getting ready for class. They were probably still asleep. And here I thought I was at least, and here I thought I was the last one to leave the house. I decided to drop my bag off at my desk before I set out to look for K-Kun. As I step inside the room, I notice a few people are already in class. Among them, I recognize someone that I definitely did not expect to see here at this time. Is it June? June? The tiger snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, looking at the side to see me standing by the doorway.
Oh, Rutherford-san, good morning. Wait, what are you doing here so early?
I pull my chair up and take a seat. Good thing my desk is right next to his. Spoof loves the fucking snow. He tries to eat every single flake, which is really difficult when I have to try to corral him to go potty, and he's too busy trying to eat all of the snow. In the air too, he'll run after it and shit. It's cute, but it's also annoying as shit. You know that should be my line, right? I can count on my fingers how many times I've seen you not be late to class.
Oh, come on, now you're exaggerating. I usually arrive at least 5 minutes before class starts.
Alright, I'll give you that much. Still, for you to be 2 hours early, that's surprising.
Maybe just a little.
Oh, so you even recognize that it's unusual.
I guess. It's not like I was early because I wanted to.
Did your phone's clock go haywire too?
Not really.
Spoofy is an Australian Shepherd Husky mix. So he's all of the most difficult dogs mixed together.
I tried studying for a bit last night and, well, I ended up falling asleep. Because of that, I woke up earlier than I wanted to.
You studying? That's new.
Hey, don't act so surprised.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, since I was already up, I decided to come to school early. Me getting here early today was just a coincidence. I don't plan on doing it again.
Well, at least you tried to study on your own. Though I'm a bit curious as to why. What brought this on?
I remembered what you said about me needing to study more. That last mock exam just showed how bad I'm doing right now. I can't flunk on my 3rd year, otherwise it's bye-bye to any chance I'd have of going to Germany.
Oh, that's surprisingly responsible of you.
Why surprisingly?
Oh, I just meant that I didn't expect you to try studying on your own.
Yeah, a whole lot of good that did me in the end, though. I completely messed up my sleep schedule.
Oh, well, it's not that bad. You'll get used to it.
I'm not sure I want to get used to it.
June fidgets in his spot, his tail lashing out behind him. I guess talking about studying is just stressful for him. Really? Because you're going to have to study whether you like it or not. So in that case, wouldn't it be better if you didn't hate every second of it?
I guess.
There you go, good boy.
I'm not a dog.
I'm just joking.
You should really work on your sense of humor.
You're one to talk.
What are you talking about? My sense of humor is great.
No, it's not. But then again, I guess I should just change the subject here. I don't intend on validating his ridiculous claims, but I also don't want to deal with him pouting. You do remember I promised to help you study, right?
I thought we were done with that subject.
We're not. How about I help you study this weekend?
If you want to. I was kind of looking forward to enjoying this weekend, though.
Tough luck.
Fine, I get it. We'll study.
Well, it's not going to be all bad. There are some areas that I need to brush up on anyway.
By the way, Rutherford-san, what are you going to do to pass time until class starts? I've been bored out of my mind for the past 20 minutes since I arrived here.
Well, K-Kun usually arrives around this time, so I was thinking of hanging out with him until class starts. But I can hang around here with you if you'd prefer that.
I guess I wouldn't mind going to see Shihara-san.
Well, at least you're cheery about it.
Shouldn't I be?
That's not what you know what, never mind. Let's go check if K-Kun's in his class already.
Okay.
We go downstairs to the juniors' classrooms.
Do you know which one is Shihara-san's?
Yeah, he's in class 2B. It should be right around here. Here. Ooh, a new classroom picture. Holy shit. A few heads turn as I open the door. Some curious second years looked at us with curiosity, exchanging whispers here and there. I guess it's not unusual to have someone from a completely different year walk into someone else's classroom. Now where did Keikin sit again? Rutherford-san and Kobayashi-san. Ah, I see Keisuke sitting in the center of the room next to a group of students. That's why I didn't see him at first. What are you two doing here? No, wait, why are you two even at school? Aren't you guys always late? Excuse you, I'm always on time.
Yeah, and I arrive on time 50% of the time.
So you're saying they're late about half the time. Sounds like a commendable track record. I see that he hasn't allowed his early morning routine to affect his sunny disposition. Yeah, why we arrived early isn't really important right now. And to answer your previous question, we came here to look for you. Oh, is that so?
Oh yeah, Rutherford-san said he was thinking of hanging out with you until classes start. I just came here to tag along.
If you're not too busy, that is. I guess I've got time. I was going to review yesterday's work before class started, but I don't really have to. I'm already doing well as is anyway.
Hey, Ushihara-san, how much did you score on the last mock exam?
Me? 94. Why?
Why, everyone in this group is a brainiac except for me.
I wouldn't really go that far. I just study a lot.
Really? How often?
At least 3 hours a day after school.
Wow, that's a lot.
You should probably start following his example if you want to salvage those horrible grades of yours. Are they really that bad?
No comment.
I see. Hey, but those were just mock exams. They don't really mean anything. Looks like Keikun got the message if he's trying to come for June.
No, it's fine, Ushihara-san. I know there's a lot I need to work on.
Well, the first step to fixing problems is realizing they exist, so you're already on the right path. Keep it up.
That's true. Thanks, Ushihara-san. What's with that speech that sounds like it was taken right from an alcoholics recovery program?
Well, getting back to the topic that first brought you two here, how about we go someplace else then? I think my classmates are starting to start staring a little too hard at you two, mostly at Rutherford-san, especially the girls. Sure, how about we go to the roof? Students aren't allowed on the roof. Exactly. I don't like where this is going.
We're going to get in trouble, aren't we?
Just as we walk outside the classroom, a fox spots us leaving and rushes over with a big smile on her face.
Ah, Rutherford-kun, just who I wanted to see. And good morning to you two, too. Oh, good morning, Kutsunagawa-san.
Hello, Kutsunagawa-san.
My, I really thought I was seeing things when I saw Jun-kun walk into the classroom half an hour ago. But then when you came in too, Rutherford-kun, I couldn't believe my eyes. We were just a little early today is all. Why does everyone keep fixating on that?
Pretty much what June said. Don't get used to it. Class rep giggles, her voice carrying with lightly through the air. What? Well, that doesn't really matter. You said you wanted to see me.
Oh yes, I was working on plans for our class's event at this year's school festival. Already? Isn't the festival in November?
It's true that most schools do it in November, but ours hosts it at the end of May, which is still a little over a month away. Why are you already working on it?
We can't very well expect to put up a good event if we don't take the time to prepare, can we? But we haven't even voted on what we're gonna do yet.
You guys haven't? Our class had their vote just last week.
Really? What are you guys gonna be doing?
An event called Dinner Through the Globe. We're basically going to open a restaurant that serves traditional cuisine from all over the world.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. To be honest, my idea was also related to food.
Oh, you have an idea already? She giggles, looking at me as if she was saying, well, duh.
Of course I do, silly. This is why I wanted to see you. I hear you're a pretty good cook yourself.
I try. Why? You're not going to ask me to cook for our event, are you?
Oh, no, no need. If my idea goes through, I'm more than comfortable doing the cooking myself, but I wanted you to taste test for me. Of course, you two are welcome to join too, the more the merrier. Wouldn't the elder Nezumiro be a better taste tester than us? He's a real foodie and all. Well, last time I tried having him taste test something, he ended up eating all the food I had and left none for the other testers, so I'd rather pass on him. Oh, that sounds like gin, alright. Gene. It would be Geen, wouldn't it? Geen and Gene, the brothers. Yeah. No, I don't even know him all that well, and I could say that it sounds like him. Yes, well, this was 2 years ago, so forgive me for not knowing this at the time. Yeah, no worries. Sure, we were just going to kill time chatting anyway, so I have no reason not to join. Me too, I love taste testing. Well, I suppose I have nothing better to do. If you'll have me even though I'm from another year entirely, then sure, I'm in. Wonderful! I already have most of it prepared. Come with me to the cooking club room. To be perfectly honest, I didn't even know our school had a cooking club. It turned out to be on a separate building from the one that houses our classrooms and most of the clubs. Give me a second to finish preparing, and I'll give you guys today's test dishes. Alright. She quickly starts fiddling around with multiple pots, plates, and other kitchen utensils. The kitchen that has so many different smells wafting through the air that I can't even tell what's what. I have to say, I didn't even know this school had a cooking club. I'm a bit surprised. Of course it has a cooking club. Every school has one. Oh, is that so? Rutherford-san, don't even try. I can tell from the look on your face that you had no idea either. What? He didn't know? Busted, huh? And you actually tried to lecture me on it? Rutherford-san, you're mean. I wouldn't really call that a lecture. He was just looking for a chance to show off. Keisuke, shut up! Hey, you brought this on yourself. Oh my, is something going on over here? Jun-kun looks pretty upset. No, it's nothing. Rutherford-san is just being his usual self. I'm not sure whether I should be offended by that or not. Let's just get back to the matter at hand. Are you finished preparing, Kitsunagawa-san? Oh yes, I just Who's that? Sorry, my phone's ringing. Excuse me for a second. Hello? Rutherford, it's me. Ah, Shuichi. Hey, you done with your stuff already? Yep, I rushed through it as fast as I could. Where you at right now? Oh, I'm in the cooking club's room. The cooking club? Why? Class rep asked us to taste test some things for this idea that she's going to pitch for the school festival. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm in. Wait, I did... He shut off the phone in the middle of the sentence. He completely cut me off. Oh, stop eating the fucking pillow, you schmuck. Is something the matter? Well, you wouldn't happen to have enough room for one more person, would you? Urata's coming over? Yeah, he shut the phone off in my face. Doesn't really sound like Shuichi-san. Shutting the phone off on someone's face? Nah, that totally sounds like him. He's just clueless. Oh, I didn't know. Well, regardless, I don't mind him joining us. In fact, it should be even better. Just promise not to let him get close to the cooking utensils. If he decided to cook something for us, I'm afraid we might not leave this room alive. Oh, don't worry. I'm well aware of his shortcomings. I really hope I never get to taste one of his concoctions. I really wish I had never tasted one of them. Okay, that's enough of a depressing conversation for now. Spend the next 5 minutes fooling around and waiting for Shuichi to arrive. Sorry I took so long. He walks in nonchalantly, neatly closing the door behind him. Good morning, Shuichi-kun. Morning, Ayaka-chan. Oh, Jun-kun? Well, that's a surprise. I didn't expect to see you here so early. Why does everyone keep saying that? Because it's true. Good morning to you too, Shuichi-kun. Ayaka giggles, somewhat amused by Jun's annoyance. Urata. Urishihara. Oh, fuck, that wasn't his voice. Urishihara. They both nod at each other, acknowledging the other's presence. So, what are you guys working on in here? Like I said, class rep wants us to taste test for her. She sighs, leering at me with a grumpy look on her face. What? Honestly, Rutherford-kun, how many times do I have to tell you to call me by my name? Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Honestly, this happens almost every day. Get a grip already. Sorry. Well, no matter what he said is correct, Shuichi-kun. I want you boys to do some taste testing for me. I already have the dishes prepared. I was just waiting for you to arrive. That's great. Let me have them. At least someone's excited. Of course I'm excited. It's food. I'm always excited about food. And this is why you're the most unpicky eater in their group. Yep, I'll eat almost anything as long as it's actually edible. I guess he means that on some subconscious level. He's aware that the food he makes isn't edible. Well, I hope you boys will like it then. Here's the first dish. She plops down 4 plates in front of us, all of them garnished beautifully with a... Is this a walnut? It doesn't look like a walnut. It's slimy and gross. It certainly looks a little weird, that's for sure. Ayaka-san laughs, her mouth opening up in a big, happy grin. Oh, just trust me on this. I made sure to taste everything before serving, so I know it's delicious. If you say so. God, please don't let this be a repeat of the Urata experience. You'd think Shuichi didn't hear that, otherwise they'd start an argument. Well, I guess I could give it a try. On 3, they'll nod. 1, 2, 3. 4 of us stab our slimy balls of brown meat, cutting away a piece and quickly popping them in our mouths before we have time to change our minds. It's... Hey, now. It's okay. It's just the neighbors, buddy. You're fine. Fucking Christ. It's squishy when you bite into it. What the hell is this? Well, this is delicious. Yeah, I didn't expect that. It's a bit tangy and spicy. It's not really hot, but it really has a lot of spices to it. Damn, I have to admit this is delicious too. Yeah, I can't lie, this thing is great. Which, of course, only scares me more. What is this exactly? I realize now that you never actually told us. She chuckles. Oh yes, that's true. What you boys just ate was boiled pork brain, marinated in soy sauce, yuzu juice, and sake and brine. I just ate an animal's brain! Fascinating. I was afraid it'd be something like that. This definitely felt like some sort of animal organ. June kneels down next to the trash can, hugging it close to his body and spitting in it repeatedly. Oh, come on, June. Couldn't you say it yourself that it was delicious? It's disgusting. Oh, God, I need water. I need to wash it out of my mouth. Does it really matter what it was as long as it was good? Of course it matters. The real question is, what is the matter with you? Aw, this is why you're going to hurt my... This way you're going to hurt my feelings. Big smile on her face tells me that she doesn't mean it. Ayaka-chan, while my repulse for this doesn't quite reach the same level as Jun-kun's, I would have appreciated being warned beforehand. Same here. I mean, don't get me wrong, rich people eat disgusting stuff like this all the time, so I've been forced to try this stuff every now and then, but that still doesn't mean I enjoy it. All right, I'm sorry to not have told you guys beforehand. I was just scared you might not try it if you knew. Ayaka-san, with all due respect, the hell kind of idea do you go trying to pitch for a classes even event in the school festival? Hey, let go, spoofy. Son of a bitch. She smiles widely, looking incredibly proud of herself. I want to make a booth called Weird Foods You'd Never Know Are Delicious. I think the only thing that's weird here is your head. Nope, the food's definitely weirder. That's a fucking name right there. I don't even know how to say that. You're done spitting stuff out? I coughed so much trying to get all the stringy bits out of my mouth that I got the urge to throw up, so I stopped.
You're the one who's going to end up making yourself sick if you abuse your throat that much.
Spoofy, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Howdy. Stop jumping.
Message received. I'll stop for now. Class rep's gaze softens a bit when she sees how bummed out June is. I'm sorry, June-kun. I really should have told you beforehand. I thought once you tasted it and saw how good it was, you wouldn't mind knowing what it was at first. It's fine. I'll get over it, I think. I suppose you guys aren't willing to keep testing for me now, right?
Well, I won't lie, it was pretty good. And I don't really mind it all that much. Like I said, I'm not a picky eater.
Hello, Gabrielle. Vitali, I don't... Gabrielle. I'm terrible at fucking names, dude. I'm fucking terrible.
Yeah, as long as you tell us what it is beforehand, I'm good. That way I can at least choose whether I want to try it or not.
Alright, I'll make sure to warn you guys first. And what about you two?
She looks over at June and me, who are standing right next to each other. I don't really mind. I like the food, and I've already had some weird stuff to eat before, so it doesn't really gross me out that much. She then turned to look at June with eyes filled with expectation. We all follow suit, staring at him and waiting for her to hear his answer.
Damn it, peer pressure. Fine, I'll eat.
Yay, thank you so much. She gets so excited that she immediately pounces June, hugging him.
Oh, wow, I'm a bad touch.
Bad touch. She pulls away from him, still smiling. Sorry, got a little carried away there.
It's fine, just don't do it out of nowhere. You caught me by surprise.
But seriously, bad touch? What are you, a 5th grader?
Shut up. It's what my parents taught me to say when someone touches you without permission.
It's weird. You never did this before, and I'm sure we all touched you at one point or another.
None of you literally pounced on me out of nowhere. I panicked.
Sorry, I'll try to control myself.
It's fine. As long as you tell me beforehand, I don't mind getting hugged.
So what's next?
Oh, right.
As if she only just remembered that we're supposed to be trying out some food, she dives back behind the counter to pick up another pan. She neatly plates the food and pops it down in front of us. Is this
a cracker with meat paste?
Is that so? Oh, well, I'm glad that I'm glad I don't do it in injustice, I guess.
It smells ripe, though, almost spoiled. Oh god, is this what I think it is?
Class rep's eyes light up when she hears Keisuke's words, and she leans in curiously, waiting to hear his thoughts.
We all follow suit, waiting for him to reveal what kind of foulness has befallen us. This is Surstromming pate, isn't it?
I remember iDubbbz had some of this on his Bad Unboxing show.
Surstromming.
And yes, good job, K-kun.
There's no way I'm eating that.
Care to enlighten us? What is this thing?
It's basically canned rotten fish.
Ew! It's not rotten, it's fermented.
It smells rotten. Dear God, the smell is so putrid and acidic that it's making my eyes water.
Really? I thought I'd gotten rid of the odor when I prepared the pâté. I guess huskies have better noses.
I pick up a cracker and take a whiff of it. I drop the thing back on the plate, gagging. Oh God, you're right, this smells awful. I guess this is one situation where I can be glad I wasn't born with a particularly good nose.
Same for me. I don't have a sharp sense of smell, even for a tiger.
Oh yeah, Rutherford doesn't either, and even he was able to smell this thing.
Yeah, but he's a dog.
Speciesist. It's true, but speciesist.
Come on, guys, just try it. I mixed it with lots of spices and herbs, not to mention some vegetables that I pureed to mix it in.
Shuichi picks up the cracker, grimacing as he brings it close to his face. It smells so bad. Alright, I'll give it a shot. He closes his eyes and pops the whole thing in his mouth, chewing really fast. Whoa, are you insane? We all stand there staring at him slack-jawed. Shuichi's face begins to relax. He finished chewing and swallows his food. Well, it's by no means hot cuisine, but what do you know of hot cuisine? Shut up. Friendly as usual, I see. But yeah, it's good. It definitely doesn't taste anything like it smells, oddly enough.
Really? Because I have a hard time imagining it being any good. Oh, that hurts me deeply, June-kun. Sorry.
Class rep chuckles, waving him off.
Oh, don't you worry about it. I was just joking. Still, why don't you three give it a try?
There's still something I'm worried about, though.
What is it?
Well, I recently opened a can of Surstromming. A recently opened can of Surstromming is said to have one of the most putrid smells in the world, and yet this kitchen smells pristine. I doubt you'd have been able to get rid of the smell so quickly, so what did you do?
Oh, that. The smell was quite strong, that's for sure, but since I was serving it as pâté, I decided to prepare it at home and just garnish it on a plate here.
You prepared it at your house?
Yes, just last night. My parents screamed at me for an hour because of it. The smell is still lingering in the kitchen. My mother threw away the sauce pot that I used to prepare it.
You totally imagine how our parents must have reacted, and considering how strong this is, with just a little bit of it smelled, imagining what our house smells like right now is making me wince. In fact, it looks like it's making all four of us wince.
Anyway, go ahead and give it a try.
June, Keisuke, and I trade suspicious looks with each other. Keisuke nods to us and reaches out to his plate, as if that had given him encouragement enough. June follows suit. I decided to try it too, if only I wouldn't be the sole refuser. June was right, this is peer pressure. We all pop it in our mouths at the same time. This is passable. I'm not sure I would go as far as to call it good. It's not something I would go out of my way to eat again, but it's definitely not bad either.
Yeah, I agree. The taste kind of lingers in the mouth, though.
At least it's not rancid. It's actually quite nice.
See, I know you'd like it.
Class rep looks incredibly pleased that we didn't have anything bad to say about it.
So, are you guys ready for the next dish?
Wait, there's more?
Of course there's more. I still have 8 more dishes for you guys to try. This is supposed to be food for an entire event.
Oh, dear God, we're going to be stuck here eating terrifying food for the next hour, aren't we? At least I don't have to fucking narrate over that shit. God damn. I lie half dead on the top of my desk, lazily waiting for the end to arrive and free me from this torment. I don't even have to be looking at him to feel June's gaze focused on the back of my head. I lift my head up from the table and look him square in the eyes. Yes? You need me for something?
Oh, you're still alive. Good.
This is a joke.
Maybe. Who knows?
I sigh, letting my head fall back to the desk once more.
You seem pretty out of it.
Today was exhausting.
Really? I thought it was pretty normal.
Not the classes themselves. The classes were fine. It was just everything.
Ah, yes, the elusive everything, tiring us out, ruining our days, setting fire to our crops, stealing our wives, and killing our children. How dare he?
Don't you snark me!
I'm just trying to cheer you up. You're doing a piss poor job at it. Maybe you're the one doing a piss poor job at being cheered up.
Are you going to keep up with these terrible attempts at sassing me until I get up from my desk?
Oh, good, you got the message.
Fine. There, I got up. You happy?
Very. So are you heading for practice now?
I guess. It wouldn't go so well with my coach if I skipped practice 2 days before the start of the prefectural tournament.
Oh, it's this weekend already? Man, time goes fast.
Guess. It runs pretty close to the start of the school year, which is good because schoolwork isn't particularly heavy at this time.
Well, I guess I already know what I'll be doing this weekend.
Planting banana trees at your uncle's farm?
No, you idiot, I'm gonna go cheer you on.
Michael doesn't own a farm. I think this is the first time you've ever called me an idiot. Could I expect that you start baring your fangs at me more often?
Yeah, I guess I don't feel the need to force myself to be overly polite with you anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like insulting people or being rude to anyone. I'm just saying that if you do or say something so stupid, I'm gonna call you out on it.
Oh, yes, the true mark of friendship. Kinda, sorta, maybe somewhat insulting your friends whenever they do something stupid by calling them horrible names such as silly or goof.
Now who's being sassy?
Shut up, I deserve this.
By the way, is anyone else going to be cheering you on this weekend? Your family, maybe?
Aki also has his own competition to take part in, and my mama's gonna be busy with work this weekend.
Really? Even on the weekend?
Her work is very demanding. It was the only way to keep both me and Aki cared for.
I'm really sorry to hear. What about Shuichi-san, Mizuguchi-san, and Urushihara-san?
Shuichi is definitely going to come to watch. Saya and Keisuke are taking part in the same competition, so they kind of have to be there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, at least you won't be alone. That's pretty neat, right?
It's okay, nothing special. I'm used to it by this point.
Gee, you could stand to be a little more excited.
My friends are going to come over.
Point taken.
You know, you don't have to act constantly cheerful all the time.
Who says I'm acting?
I don't know, you seem to be trying too hard.
Really? I was just trying to cheer you up.
I'm fine, I don't need to be cheered up, but thank you for the gesture anyway.
Of course. I'm gonna head to the music room to practice. Do you plan on leaving practice early, or can I run into you at the regular time that your club stops practicing?
The regular time is fine if you want to walk home with me.
Alright, then I'll see you later, Rutherford-san.
See ya. June walks out of the room, leaving me standing by myself, looking down at my bag. Most of everyone's left the classroom, other than a few stragglers like myself. There's no one left here. People will really leave fast. The course is surprisingly empty for a Thursday. Usually they're too empty. More than half of our members are absent. Actually, they're too empty. Half of our members are absent. Where the hell is Hey! God, what the hell? Saya stands there looking at me as if I were crazy.
Jesus, calm down. It's just me.
Don't just walk up on someone like that.
Hey, it's not my fault. I tried calling you, but you didn't listen.
Oh, is that so? She frowns, leaning closer to my face. Saya?
You look so blah.
Well, geez, thank you. You look lovely today. She shakes her head in negative.
No, not like that. Just, your face looks so awful.
Alright, what did I ever do to you? Alright, what did I ever do to you that you're suddenly insulting me so much? She groans, rubbing the bridge of her nose with furrowed brows.
Again, not like that. I just mean that you don't look good. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just feeling a little under the weather.
Is it because of the competition this weekend?
Perceptive as always. No, like I said, I'm fine.
And yet you say I'm fine. I get so sad when I want to off myself.
That I want to... What the fuck?
Seriously, you're a terrible liar sometimes.
Look, I'm alright.
You're not feeling the pressure?
Pressure? What pressure? I've been the undisputed champion of the prefecturals for the past 5 years. I think I'll manage.
I know. All the more reason for you to be under pressure.
Well, how is that more reason? Hey, J. Wolfie.
Rutherford, seriously, stop trying to lie to me. You and I both know that you're not fooling me.
She puts her hands on her hip, leaning a little to the side as if trying to emphasize her point. Jaro, what have I told you about saying welcome to hell? I don't appreciate it, though I know that it's said with nothing but the best of intentions.
Being the champion for so long puts you under a lot of stress, because everyone will be expecting you to win again, and you're afraid that you might lose. Not only that, count the fact that you've been underperforming a lot lately, and boom, recipe for stress.
Well, doesn't it all sound so simple when you say it like that?
No, that's because it's true.
That's because you're crazy. I walk over to where Coach is in an attempt to walk out of this conversation, but Saya seems to follow me around.
You always do this, you know? It wouldn't kill you to open up a bit.
Can I just practice in peace? Hey, what's going on here? Coach overhears the last part of our conversation after excusing the player he was talking to and turns his attention to us. I swear, his figure is so imposing and exhales the aura of respect, so unlike an actual person. Nothing. Saya's decided that I'm under stress, which I'm not, so now she's hounding me until I admit to it. He frowns, crossing his arms. You are under stress.
Ha! Told you! But not you
two! The big crocodile sighs, rubbing his eyes in exasperation. Rutherford, I've been your coach since you were first year here, and I've seen how you used to play back in junior high. I know for a fact that you're underperforming because of stress.
I'm fine.
Sure, keep saying that enough times and you might fool someone. Probably a toddler, but who's keeping track?
Are you two going to gang up on me now, or what?
No one's ganging up on you, but you're stubborn as a mule.
Speciesist?
You think I can't recognize when someone's slacking off in practice?
I raise my brow, shooting him a dubious glance. Really? This coming from you? You're notorious for skipping practice. Coach smiles.
Yes, but see, I'm not a player. That's rich. Seriously, why did you think I even invited Morisaki and the others over? I thought playing against someone that's already at a world level might give you your spark back.
Really? You went through all that trouble just because of me? He shrugs, looking completely nonchalant about it.
For the most part, I won't lie and pretend it didn't benefit some of the other players as well, but you're definitely the one that benefited the most from it.
I am?
Oh, yes. I think it was the first time I've actually seen you improve since you have become your coach. You can't imagine how frustrated I was getting to such a jewel in the rough, only to see it refuse to be polished for over 2 years.
Jeez, he makes me sound so bad.
Now I have no doubt that you have the skills to dominate at the next tournament, but I have every doubt that you'll fail to show them.
Hey, do you really have that little faith in me?
With all honesty, yes. Trying to put it nicely, also yes.
Grumbles. He puts a hand on my shoulder, for sure trying to comfort me.
Don't take it personally, kid. As long as you can surpass the mental block you've been going on for the past few years, I'm sure you'd be able to do well again.
You speak as if I haven't been doing well. You forget that I was twice the national champion in junior high, or that I've been second place for the past 3 years.
All impressive achievements on their own, sure. At least the 2 national championships. I'm a little skeptical on the past 3 years, though.
Why? He scratches his chin, taking a pause whilst musing over his next words.
I believe you could have done so much better. In fact, I believe that if you actually played to your full potential, you could probably be the champion as is.
I raise an eyebrow at him. Really? Are you perhaps forgetting about Takagi, the other genius player that's been taking Japan by storm and comfortably beating everyone else? Coach snorts, giving me a few more taps on the shoulder.
I never said it'd be easy, just that it's feasible. Sure, you could stand to improve more, but that would definitely increase your chances. But I still think things would be so much easier if you just lightened up. I roll my eyes, groaning. Lighten up. You have any more sage advice that will magically make me get over all these assumed problems you can keep insisting I have? Coach sighs. You really are one tough nut to crack. You still deny it after everything I've said. Yes. Both him and Saya, who had stayed out of the conversation so far, sigh. See, I told you he's stubborn. You told him. So you've been talking about me behind my back. That's awful. I talk to Coach about everyone in the club. That's kind of my job as the captain. I'm such a diva. Grumbles again. Coach shakes his head sideways. I don't even know what's the point of us having this conversation right now. You already admitted to needing help a while ago, remember? When did I do that? He snorts. When you took Keisuke as your training partner. Wait, I never told you that. So you admit that you did tell someone that. Wait. He lifts an eyebrow, smiling deviously at me. Did you? I just played you, boy. Not like it was particularly hard either. But... Don't worry about it, kid. As long as you're trying to sort yourself out, I won't say anything. Just come to me if you need help. If you need my help. That's what I'm here for, after all. Fine. He smiles, bellowing out a laugh and giving me an incredibly overacted thumbs up. He really is an eccentric one. Alright, I'll leave you to your practice. Have fun. Wait, you're not going to tell me what to do? He stops in his track and turns around, looking at me in confusion. Tell you what to do? Do I need to? Well, you've been my coach for 2 years already, and you've never altered my training menu. I've been using the same one for the past 2 years. It's because I don't need to. What? You didn't notice. Your current training menu is already perfect for the playstyle that you want to pursue, so I've never felt any need to change it. Of course, if you had decided to change things up, then I directed you. Of course, you had decided to change things up, then I directed you. But for the most part, you've been spot on in everything. Wait, so you haven't been avoiding directing me because you're lazy? He laughs, scratching his neck. Oh, make no mistake, I am lazy. But I also take my job seriously. If there was anything I could have suggested, a different exercise or new approach, then I would have. But you've been doing everything right for the most part. Your problem isn't physical, it's mental. And given that I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, I can't do much to help you there. Well, of course, if you want my help with something, you need only ask. But until then, as long as you're taking your training seriously and not making any mistakes, I have no reason to step in and correct you. I see. I never knew. Coach walks away from us and sits back down on one of the benches. Before I'd think he was just lazing around and wouldn't even think twice about it. But now, if I actually pay attention, I can see he's watching everyone intently. He might not be walking around and shouting orders, but he's making sure that everyone is doing what they're told. I honestly had no idea he was this dedicated. I kind of suspected it over the years. Why didn't you ever say something? Suspecting it and knowing it are two different things. I couldn't tell you that without being sure. That's why I always told you to give him a chance. I guess I should have listened. Yep, you should. Anyway, I'm gonna do some more rounds to see if anyone needs help, and I'll get back to my own training. Sighing, I reach into my bag and grab my racket. I don't know how I should feel right now. I don't like being told that I'm in a slump, or that I have some problem, or that I'm underperforming, or anything else related to it. But I have to stop getting so defensive about it. I already know that I'm not performing my best. It's a whole reason why I asked Keiko to be my practice partner. I really have to stop getting discouraged so easily. Ah, there you are. I hear the sound of hurried steps echoing from behind me, and sure enough, Shuichi is there. Oh, hey Shuichi, what's up? Can I talk to you for a second? There was something I wanted to ask you this morning, but I kind of forgot given the whole thing with the taste testing. Oh, yeah, that disaster. Disaster? Why disaster? I thought it was fine. The food was good. Good? Maybe. Certainly not bad for my heart. Certainly bad for my heart, though. I don't think it was that bad. Most of it didn't look bad. Only 1 or 2 dishes had me scared to try them out. Well, duh, you're the master of repulsive cooking. I'll defer to you on that. Anyways, what is it that you wanted? So I just heard the news last night. Dad's latest business trip is ending early. He's coming back home this Monday. Oh, really? How come? I thought he was supposed to be away for 2 months. Yeah, well, apparently the negotiation he'd been meditating between his company and whoever it was we're trying to make an agreement with broke down. That kind of sucks. Think he'll be in a bad mood when he comes back? I know he'll be in a bad mood. That's kind of why I wanted your help organizing a welcoming party for him. I mean, he was away for almost a month. You guys are so bored watching me that you have to do this. I'm sorry that I'm not more entertaining. Doesn't your father hate parties? Nah, just the ones that make too much noise. I think a quiet gathering with his closest friends and some good food might put him in a decent enough mood. Then maybe, just maybe, he might not make my life hell once he's back. Sure, I'll help you. What sort of food do you think of getting for the party? There are a ton of places we could order from. No, I think some homemade food would be best. You know, to give him that homely feeling. I was thinking I could even cook. Oh, God, no. That's an idea. What, you don't think I can cook? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Just that, well, maybe it'd just be best if you organized other stuff. You're the one who knows his friends and what he likes, so maybe you should organize the party and let me do the cooking. Oh, yeah, I guess that works. In fact, it's probably a better idea. Thanks, Rutherford. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying McCry. Saved by the gong, or in this case, Shuichi's gullibility. If I had to let him make the food for the party, all the guests would leave in caskets. I'd very much prefer if my best friend weren't charged with multiple counts of involuntary manslaughter. Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure I can get an old copy of Dad's address book. I might not know all of his friends by name, but I could reach out to the people he knows from that. An address book in this day and age? Wouldn't he just use his cell phone, his phone's contact list? Dad's terrible with technology, remember? Yeah, that's true. He still uses an old feature phone from 6 years ago. Okay, if you want homemade food to make him feel more at home, you'll probably prefer to host it at your place, right? Yeah, I doubt Dad would want to go out of the house after arriving from a month-long trip anyway. Got it. Should we have a cake? Every party should have a cake. What kind of cake does your dad like? Oh, that's easy. We spent the next several minutes having fun planning out this little party for Shuichi's dad. In the end, neither of us got much work done in our respective clubs. I even got chewed out by Coach because of it. It's hot. It's way too hot for 5 p.m. on a spring day. I think this is the same bug noise that was used in Morinatsu. Yeah, it's the same fucking bug noise from Morinatsu. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's this fucking noise. Is that fucking noise. That's the same sound clip that Morinatsu used for the bugs every time they went outside and complained about the heat, which was every fucking day. Chat isn't weird, you're just not joining in. It is for some actual anime too. Oh, that's pretty funny, Jarvis. I know the weather forecast said that we'd have heat wave this weekend, but damn, I didn't expect it to come so soon, nor for it to be this strong. Yeah. You're right, Dakota. It's amazing what happens when people are doing similar things that similar things would happen. No sign of June either. 5:15. I've been waiting out here for over 10 minutes already. Why is that when it comes to that tiger I always sit around waiting for a long time? Rutherford's-on? Ah, Keikun, I didn't see you here. I'll say, I've been walked all the way over to you and even called you for a few times before you answered. That's so. Sorry. I don't function all that well on heat. Keisuke wrinkles his nose. Doesn't help that you're covered in sweat. You should really start using the showers after practice. I'm already having a hard time dealing with heat as it is. Don't pile more and more stress. Sorry. By the way, I didn't see you at practice today. I thought you'd gone home early. Nah, I had some things I needed to take care of first. What happened? Well, I guess it's okay to tell you. Keisuke looks away and down at the floor. This gesture alone is enough to pique my curiosity. Sure you can, what's up? A few days ago I went to a music store to buy a new mic. When I was there, I had to play a song to test the mic and all. Since they didn't have any recording booths free, I kind of recorded it on the stage floor. Oh wow, is that awkward? A little bit. I kind of zoned out of it while playing, but I felt really weird once I noticed a crowd had formed. Oh damn, you attracted a crowd while testing your mic. Yeah, they seemed to think it was an event happening at the store. I got a lot of praise that day about how good of a singing voice and how I'm good with the guitar. So I decided to join the light music club. Oh, that's neat. Wait, what about the manga club? I quit that a while ago, right around the time they insisted I cosplay as a popular visual novel character from our club's booth in the festival. Aw, that could have been fun. It was a character for a homo game. Wow, a homo game. Jesus. Ah, so yeah, done with that. I planned on just going to the Light Music Club to watch, but they roped me into applying. Did you know that our Light Music Club actually has a band? As in, the band members are the only people in the club? That's a bit fishy. Why aren't there more people? Not many people are willing to pick up an instrument and learn it, and that's a minimal requirement to join. I think I'd be interested in learning guitar at some point. Maybe you could teach me. Keisuke scoffs, shaking his head negative. Sorry, but I'm no way qualified to teach someone. Wait, why not? Teaching requires patience, a trait that I definitely don't have. I'd probably lose my patience and end up screaming at you for base mistakes. You don't really look the type to lose patience that often. You're kidding, right? I lose my patience all the time. I've always get irritated in the chords and end up not playing well because of it. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Either way, I ended up spending all my time after class over there. Their band is really interesting. Their vocalist is very talented. She's a senior from Murata's class. Oh, that's so. What kind of music do they make? They don't have any originals yet. They're very good players, mind you, but they're not very good composers. I saw the sheets for some of their attempts, and, well, bad? So bad. But still, the vocalist's voice. I could listen to her all day. It was truly amazing. I'm glad you had fun. What did they think of your singing and playing? Oh yeah, that, Keisuke immediately becomes restless, scratching the back of his neck and looking away. What? Well, I kinda didn't do anything. What? Why? I got shy, I guess. Shy? You got shy? We went to that club specifically so you could sing and play guitar. Well, what would you have done? Played! Yeah? Well, you're much braver than I am, then. Oh, come on. Ah, CB4, McCry, one, I had my eyes behind my hands, taking deep breaths to calm myself. Keisuke, what's the point of you signing up for the light music club, if you just go there to watch? What would you say if June signed up for the tennis club just to watch? Did you just call me Keisuke? That's what you focused on? Sorry, it's just that I'm not used to you calling me by my full name. Seriously, if you're going there for the music, then you should, play music. I'm still not sure on that. I want to, but I stand silently waiting for him to continue his sentence, but he continues to stare at me without saying a word. But I'm shy. You routinely play tennis in big tournaments watched by dozens if not hundreds of people, yet you decide to feel shy about singing in front of 4, maybe 5 high school students? I never said it was a rational fear. Well, good, because then you'd be wrong. Oh, shut up. I'll do it in my own time. As long as you actually do it. You're very annoying sometimes, you know that? I try to put on the most smug grin that I can muster. Oh, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. You're unbelievable. I try. Oh, by the way, are you going to have someone come pick you up today? Yes, always. Why? Well, it's nothing major. Just wanted to know if you'd like to walk with me and June and I part of the way home. I think Shuichi might even join us if June takes too long. Keisuke's nose twitches a couple of times, something it always does when he's deep in thought. I guess I could. They only say that I need to go home by. They only said that I need to go home by one of my father's cars. They never said I had to be picked up at school. You always look for a way to weasel out from under your family's rules, don't you? Always. I hear the sound of approaching footsteps at a hurried pace. We both turn around at the same time to see a tiger huffing with his brow covered in beads of sweat.
Rutherford-san, I'm sorry it took so long. I lost track of time, and Shihara-san. Hi!
Yeah, hi. Are you alright? You look very winded.
I'm fine. I didn't notice how much time was passing while I was practicing, and I only stopped when a teacher came by to get me. I ran over here because I didn't want to keep Rutherford-san waiting any longer.
Well, at least you're dedicated to your craft.
True, but I'd still prefer if he kept his eyes on the clock every now and then. Sorry.
It's fine. It's just a little hot today, that's all.
Well, I didn't notice it much. The piano room has air conditioning after all.
Die!
What did I do wrong?
Rutherford-san has been standing out in the heat since practice ended, after hours of exercising and sweating. I don't think he'd like to hear you talking about being in an air-conditioned room.
Sorry.
I sigh. Even if I'm a little annoyed at him, I can't really stay mad at this guy. It worries me that I'm starting to develop a weakness to him. God, now that I think of it, I'm in the same way with Aki. It's fine, just don't worry about it.
Oh, good. I thought I might have messed up their big time there.
It'd take a lot more than that to piss me off.
Oh.
He's lying, of course. He's incredibly petty.
Hey.
What? It's true. Since when am I petty? You once went a full day without talking to me because I accidentally spoiled the ending of a movie that was based on a book that was released 40 years ago.
That's not being petty. I kind of think it is.
What, you two? Who did what? Gah! Shuichi shows up out of nowhere, putting a hand on my shoulder and speaking up. Jesus, settle down. Why has everyone decided to sneak up on me today? Everyone? Did I miss something? Because this is the first time I've seen you getting sneaked up on today. Well, there was Saya a little earlier. So, 2 people. That hardly qualifies as everyone, you know.
Shut up! Rutherford-san is just being overdramatic again.
What? Oh, you guys suck! Actually, I agree with Jun-kun here. Of course you do. Well, anyway, what's up? What are you guys talking about? What'd I miss? Shuichi, get this. They're telling me that I, this brilliant ray of sunshine standing before your eyes, am petty. Can you believe this? First of all, brilliant ray of sunshine. Dude, get over yourself. Hey, how rude. Great, now all three of them are cracking up at my expense. And second of all, you are petty.
What?
Yeah, you get upset and pout for the silliest reasons. I remember this one time, this was a couple years ago when I started sleeping over at when I was sleeping over at your place. You got mad at me after I won every single round of Sidewalk Fighter 2. Wow, Sidewalk Fighter. Then you proceeded to make dinner for everyone but me. You told me, I'm sorry, you're already too full of yourself to fit anything else in there. I had to go hungry that night.
Oh, wow, that's awful. But I was a child.
You were 15. You were old enough to know what you were doing.
But...
Are you gonna do this the whole walk home? Because if that's so, I'd rather just have my car pick me up here.
What? How rude. Rutherford-san, they're gonna do this... They're doing this on purpose to annoy you. Wait, what?
Keisuke and Shuichi finally break character and begin to laugh hysterically to the point of having trouble catching their breaths.
You...
Yes?
Why did...
Is that supposed to be Japanese? I don't understand a single word.
Screw you guys, I'm going...
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Aw, don't be like that. We're just having some harmless fun. At your expense, of course. The two of them continue to harp on me for the entirety of the walk back home. I've completely lost track of time at this point. All I know is I've been sitting in the living room glued to the TV since after dinner.
Aniki.
The light is flicked on. I reach out with my hands to cover the sudden assault on my vision.
What are you still doing up?
What do you mean, still doing up? Has everyone else gone to sleep?
Yeah, it's 3 a.m.
Wow, really? I look up at the clock on the far wall, and sure enough, it's already that late. I didn't even notice the time passing.
Seriously, what are you doing up?
Aki yawns, rubbing his eyes. He flops down on the couch, lying on his back, his head on my lap, and looking directly up at me. I've been watching some footage.
Footage?
For the first time since he came downstairs, Aki looks at the TV screen.
Is that kid Keisuke-san you told you about? The Akita?
I nod, keeping my eyes glued to the screen.
You've been watching videos of him for 2 weeks. Are you sure you should be obsessing so much about a single player?
I can't help but worry. Sometimes something... Yeah, thanks, King's Ace. Something about the way he plays just ticks me off.
You mean how he plays so much like you?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I think I've already rewatched this particular match 4 or 5 times. I keep looking for something that's not there. For some reason, seeing this guy play just makes me uneasy.
You don't even know if you're gonna go up against him anyway.
I get the feeling that I will. If we're talking about skills alone and getting rid of all the other factors, I can easily see this guy placing in the top 4. In fact, the only player other than me in the prefecture that I can imagine beating him is Keikun. If we're talking about skills alone, Keikun should be better than him, but I just have this growing sense of discomfort whenever I watch this guy playing.
That's weird. Maybe. When I think about you, I think about love. That's weird.
I look down to see that Aki's staring intently at the TV, also watching the match going on the screen. What's weird?
Well, it's not that just the guy plays like you. Every single movie he makes looks like a carbon copy of you. It's as if he's mimicking you while playing.
Yeah, I noticed this.
This is really creepy. Do you think he's actually mimicking you?
I don't know. When I met him, he seemed to already know me.
So you're saying that's possible?
Maybe. I'd hope not. It'd be kind of creepy if it were true.
He seems to be pretty good. I don't think I could beat him.
Oh, that'd be a tall order. He's 4 years older than you. He shrugs, looking back up at me.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. So, you were beating high school players by your first year at junior high, and professional players face people much older than them all the time.
Professional players have all at least reached full maturity. You still have the body of a kid against someone near adulthood.
Still doesn't explain how you did it.
Well, honestly, I don't even know all that well. And it's not like I was beating high school players left and right, maybe once or twice. Okay, I think you exaggerate too much when it comes to me.
But it's true!
Maybe, but how can I put this? You seem like you think I'm the ultimate player or something. Never mind. He's not All Might. This is not the conversation I want to be having with my kid brother at 3 a.m. I'm gonna head to bed. You should go back too.
Sure, I'll get a glass of water. Maybe that's what I came down here to do anyway.
I shut off the television and Aki props himself up from my lap, letting me get back up.
By the way, Nikki, is it okay if I have some friends from the club watch your matches?
I don't mind, but why would they be coming over to my match instead of yours?
I asked them to record your matches from a lot of angles for me.
Why?
My coach said he wants us to get videos of players we admire to base ourselves on them.
So you want to try playing more like me?
Yeah!
I get the feeling that there's a second doppelganger of me about to be born. Yeah, sure. Knock yourselves out.
Yay, thanks!
I really have to learn to say no to him. April 30th, Sunday. This is the ever-important day 12, which I believe will be the day of the tournament, or at least the beginning of the prefectural, which they said was happening today. Or at least they said it was happening on the weekend, and since it's Sunday today, I guess that's the case. But, you know what? I'm good to keep going. Dots.
Kate? Aniki?
I nearly jump out of my seat as a voice echoes loudly right next to my ear. Whoa, what? Finally noticed like he's standing right in front of me, arms crossed and pouting.
You were spacing out again. I've been trying to get your attention for a full minute now.
Sorry, I guess I'm a little out of it. Okay, he sighs, rubbing the back of his neck.
A little. I had to scream on your ear for you to finally notice I'm here. You have good hearing to begin with.
Yeah, about that. Next time... Oh, Weevil from Yu-Gi-Oh! Next time, ease up on the screaming. Well, yeah, my ears are still ringing. I swear I can only hear buzzing coming from my left ear.
That's your fault for spacing out right in the middle of the living room.
He looks up at the clock on the wall, pursing his lips.
Why are you up so early? Anyway, your match is only at 9. Right now it's just 6:30.
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I can tell. Your eyes are really red.
Wait, seriously? I walk up to the television, staring at my reflection on the dark screen. Oh, wow. Even on this super dark screen, I can tell my eyes are very red.
You should at least try to take a nap.
I have less than 3 hours before my match. I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Better than going to a match suffering from sleep deprivation.
But then I'd risk being late.
I'll wake you up if it comes to it. It's not like I have anything else to do today. Anyway.
There it is. Aki is now sulking again. Holding his arms tightly against his body and looking down at his feet. Unfortunately, while I got all the way to the semifinals without much problem, Aki lost yesterday at the quarterfinals. Aww. My light just fucking flickered. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, at least now I get to watch you play live. Every dark cloud has a silver eye lighting, after all.
I can tell he's only saying that to try to sound positive, but it's easy to see that he's still dejected by it. He's even more competitive than I am, if that's at all possible. I walk up to my little brother, hugging him close to my chest. I'm sorry you didn't make it today too, Aki. But don't let it get to you, okay? I promise you're still going to improve a lot. Aki stays silent, merely shifting a bit in my arms, his head pressed up against my chest. I softly stroke his back and rub behind his ears, trying to fulfill my part as the gentle big brother that takes care of his little sibling. It's something I've done for all my life, frankly, I enjoy doting on Aki. I used to do this a lot back when we were kids. Whenever he'd get sad about our dad being gone, I'd hug him and sing to try to get him to sleep. But of course, the last time I did this was, 6 years ago. Time really flies. After nearly a minute has passed, Aki shifts again. His voice echoes from below my head, tiny and muffled. Yeah? I speak at a low voice, trying to sound gentle and encouraging.
I can't breathe.
Oh, there's QuickTime events. Fuck. Never mind, the episode's over, and I'm kidding. Whoa. I immediately pull away from him, lifting my arms up in the air. Aki coughs a few times, leaning against the wall for support. Sorry, I guess I squeezed too hard.
The squeezing wasn't the problem. You pushed my head against your chest, you blocked my nose and mouth.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Aki sighs, straightening himself up again.
Thank you for trying to cheer me up.
I don't know if you remember, but I used to do that a lot when you were little. Aki smiles.
I remember.
He was a wistful, content look on his face. His tail is even wagging a little. Guess you have a better memory than I give you credit for.
Not really, it's just bits and pieces. I have a terrible memory, actually. Most of it's fuzzy. Either way, that really doesn't matter right now. Just get your room and try to take a nap. I'll make sure to wake you up in time for you to get ready.
I think my brother's getting called into work. It's snowy as shit outside, and it's supposed to be his day off. Oh. Alright, I'll try. And thanks, Aki. Aki smiles cheerfully, a big smile full of teeth.
Of course, that's what little brothers are for.
The sound of the doorbell echoes through the living room, snapping me out of a daze.
I'll get it.
He shouts from the kitchen and runs towards the entry hallway. I've already finished preparing to leave a little while ago, but I guess I've been sitting around in a daze since then. I tried psyching myself up to mixed results. Guess I just started spacing out again after that. How long has it been anyway? Sound of chatter echoes from the entrance hall, but I don't really pay much attention. Wait, chatter? Holy shit! I turn around only to be greeted by the sight of my friends walking through the front door. I told you you'd still be here. I'm perplexed. Shouldn't it be common sense to arrive early when you have a match? Common sense? You do know it's Rutherford we're talking about here, right?
Good morning, Rutherford-san.
At least someone bothered to actually greet me. I wave at them, trying my best to hide my surprise at suddenly seeing them all in my house. Yeah, good morning. Don't mind me asking, but what are you guys doing here?
Yeah, sorry I couldn't be more help. You too. Bye.
What up?
They were trying to get me to work today.
Did they succeed?
No.
Good. Because it is a winter hellscape out there.
Yeah.
And I don't want you driving.
Yeah, no, I specifically told them, I was like, if it was any other Sunday, maybe, which no. But I just looked outside a few hours ago and it was fine, and now it's just everything is blanketed in snow and they haven't come through yet to salt anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people are calling out.
Yeah.
So, I'm making another call later, asking them desperately, please. If you want to do something.
I will. I'll text you when I'm done here so we can watch My Hero Academia. Love that show.
Oh yeah! Love that show. Love me some My Hero Academia, yeah. Good morning. Don't mind me asking, but what are you guys doing here? I thought we agreed to meet at the venue. Oh yeah, we did agree to meet up there. In fact, we set things up so we'd meet half an hour ago. What? No way. Our matches start in 20 minutes. If you don't want to get disqualified, I really suggest we hurry.
Shuichi-san was starting to get worried since you weren't showing up, so I suggested we come over here to pick you up.
Well, aren't you guys nice? Wait, where's Saya, by the way? She didn't come with. Oh, she did. His voice was almost somber. Did something bad happen? Not bad, per se. She was just flying off the rails because you hadn't arrived yet and kept saying that it was typical of you to be late, yada yada. I definitely suggested she try to barter some extra time for you with the officials while we were trying to come over here to pick you up. That's why, that way I could avoid her putting your head through a wall. Come on, Jaro. I'm trying to lose weight. Yikes. Well, that's more or less the situation. Now, I would love not to be late to my own match, so I'd really like to ask for you to come with us already. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought for sure I'd be leaving the house 10 minutes ago. Jeez, I really need to get together, don't I? We might have to run a bit if we want to make it on time.
Run? Do we really have to?
You don't. Rutherford-san and I, on the other hand, really do.
It's alright if you guys want to run ahead. I can accompany Kobayashi-san if he's not up to it. No, I'll be fine. I didn't know there'd be any running involved.
Look on the bright side. At least you're getting some exercise. We managed to get to the venue about 5 minutes before the start of the matches. I think it got quite a beat of a warm from this. What? We made it. Well, thank God. If I had gotten a match lost because we were late, I swear I would kill Rutherford-san. Now, there's no need for violence. Yeah, we got here on time. Chill. How can you be so relaxed after nearly getting us disqualified? Luckily for me, here comes someone that can knock some sense into your head. What are you talking about?
You stupid ass!
Suddenly someone grabs my shoulder, spinning me around violently and hollering so loudly in my ears that I fear I might go deaf.
The hell you think you're doing? Are you trying to make me sick with worry? Are you?
Saya-chan, God, settle down. She's shaking me so hard that I'm already seeing stars. My whole vision goes blurry and I can barely make out the shapes right in front of my face. I wait till my brain is bouncing around inside my skull if it were a pinball machine. Getting dizzy. I feel like I might throw up. Alright, I think that's enough, Saya-chan. Saya completely ignores him and continues shaking me like an empty ketchup bottle.
Are you trying to get a rise out of me? Is that what you're doing?
No, it's lock jacket time, Saya-chan. I'm feeling really sick. Alright, Saya-chan, I'm serious. This has gone far enough. If you keep shaking him like that, he's gonna puke all over you. As if he was snapping out of, I don't know, a primal rage. Either way, as if she were snapping out of it, Saya blinks, looking between the two of them.
Oh, didn't see you guys there.
Seriously, we've been standing here the whole time. I guess he'd never witnessed Saya throwing up a storm before, huh? I need to lie down. Sorry, no time for that. Your match starts at 9 and now it's 8:58. You've got to be kidding me. There's no way I can play like this. My head is still spinning around. I can barely even stand up. Well, maybe this will jog you awake. Ah, very funny. Well, at least your sense of humor is still intact.
Oh, I just noticed. Where's Kobayashi-kun? Wasn't he with you guys?
You got left behind while he ran over here. Kiyoshi-kun and stayed with him.
That's really nice of him.
Yeah, well, you know my brother always aiming to please. Maybe someone should take that as an example. I'm going to choose to ignore that. Suit yourself. Well, I'm going to hurry over to my court. I still need to change clothes. I'll talk to you guys later.
Same here. Good luck, Rutherford K-kun.
Don't worry, the three of us will do just fine. K-kun, I'll see you in the finals. We fist bump each other. I wish I were as confident as you are, but I'll try. I'm not going down without a fight, that's for sure. You guys will be fine. You three are the uncontested best of the prefecture. How long has it been since someone has come even close to beating any of you? Well, I'm not Rutherford-san. My matches are a lot closer than his. Guys, you got 2 minutes. Walk and talk. Walk and talk. Shuichi shrugs. You'll be fine. Just do your best. As if I wasn't planning on doing that already. The two of them stare at each other for a few seconds, smiling. I turn to head off, but after taking one single step, wait! Jun and Aki run up to us in a hurry. Jun is panting heavily, and as soon as he stops, his whole body curves forward, leaning on his own knees. Aki, on the other hand, has yet to even break a sweat. Seeing a 12-year-old in better shape than one of my classmates makes me a little sad. Wait, you can't go off without me! Our matches are about to start, you know. I know, it's just... He takes a deep breath and... Good luck, Rutherford-san! I instantly jump back, covering my ears against the salt of his loud, booming voice. God, Jun, settle down! Oh, sorry, guess I got over-enthusiastic. I'll say. It's a bunch of people staring at us. I suddenly feel very awkward standing here. Oh, Rutherford-san is the one... Rutherford-san is the only one that gets a good luck from you, huh? What? Huh, you didn't even think of me either. No, that's not what I... Don't worry about it, we're just teasing you. Yae-kun puts a hand on Jun's shoulder, giving a few gentle pats on the back. Alright, we're already running late. Gotta have to hurry. Same here. I'm gonna be watching over your course to cheer on all of you, and yes, even you, Shihara. Keisuke smiles, nodding at him. It's not like I'd expect you to be there, but sure, suit yourself. I run over to my assigned courts as fast as I can. I'm already 2 minutes late by the time I arrive, but luckily I get there just before the officials declare it a match loss. Guess you managed to get here on time. Jeez, the officials usually ask the other player if he's okay with waiting for his opponent to arrive. If he's not, then he gets an automatic win. I get that winning is important and everything, but this guy was ready to give me a match loss over a couple minutes of delay? Just give me a second to get ready. At least I managed to change my shirt on the way over. Now I need to check the strings on my racket and... Okay, all set. I get in place as fast as I can, trying not to delay anything any further. At least running over here already counts as warming up. Alright, it's time for me to do this. Take a deep breath and ready myself. I see an opportunity to return a straight shot onto the open court and strike the ball with as much power as I can muster. Hits the court and slides away. My opponent doesn't even come close to reaching it. The bull just stands there, panting and looking at the ball in a daze. Game, set, and match won by Hayes. Count 6-2, 6-0. Now, this match is running pretty fast. Must be some kind of record. Oh, there's no quick time events on this day? Man, I was so ready. I had the mouse. I was ready. I was like, okay, when's it coming? And you fucking... Yeah. Thanks for at least letting me know. Or if you're lying to me now. And if there is a quick time event, I swear to God. Didn't even take me an hour. Walk up to the net and shake hands with my opponent, who simply looks at me with a sour expression and grumbles something incoherent. Nice game! Grumbles. I can't help you there, buddy. I put my things back in my bag and hurry off to the court. I'm welcomed by the smiles of my little brother in June. Nice game, Iggy. You were awesome as always. Yeah, that last ball especially. It went zoom past and went past out of... Shit. It just went zoom and went out of his reach. It was pretty fun to watch. Yeah. I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourselves. Has Shuichi been around recently? Yeah, he said Sai-san was doing well in her match, but... Yeah? Apparently Urashihara-san is losing. What? Without even thinking, I dash over to his court as fast as I can. Well, Niggy, wait up! I hear the voices fading away as I continue to leave him behind. I hear the sounds of the ball before I even reach their court. Oh, shit. I can see Shoichi standing way too close to the fence, clenching his fist around the metal link so hard that his entire arm is shaking. I'm surprised the thing isn't getting crushed. Shoichi! His look softens somewhat as he turns to face me, but I can see his irritation clearly plastered in his face. Rutherford, your match is finished already? I take a second to catch my breath. Running all over the other side of the club after a match still leaves me a little winded. Yeah, I won, of course, but June told me things aren't going well at this end, so I rushed over here. Did you at least inform the desk clerks of the result? No, but I can do that after this match ends. He nods, turning his head back to the game. When I look at the two guys playing, the difference is immediately obvious. Keisuke is running ragged, desperately trying to keep up with the other player's assault. It's like a cannon firing repeatedly against a wall. The cracks quickly began to show. By the time I got here, it had already been evolved from cracks to full-blown demolition. What's the score? Right now, it's 5-2 on the second set. The other guy won the first game 6-3. Meaning that Keisuke has been getting overwhelmed from the get-go? But how? I knew he was good. My gut feeling told me that this guy was good. Ever since we met him on the streets that day, I've been watching multiple videos of him, but I could never imagine that he was this good. It takes some serious skill to take Keisuke down, let alone this easily. None of the strategies have worked, and at most, he could force a rally to go on a little longer, but the other guy would either run him out of the point, or just break through with brute strength. The sound of the fence's links shaking echoes. I look down to see Shoichi's gripping even tighter. God damn it, Urashihara, don't you dare lose like this. Have some pride. God, Shoichi looks really scary right now. He probably doesn't even notice that he's talking out loud. Seeing Kei-kun losing affected him by this much, I never expected that. Come on, you can do this, you bastard. You can't lose here. You're better than this. I can't tell whether he's rooting for him or not. Aki and Jun catch up to us, and the tiger looking like he's about to drop from the floor from exhaustion. Sorry it took so long. I couldn't leave Kobayashi-san behind. Thanks, Aki. How bad is... One particular shot echoes much louder than the rest. Keisuke's opponent, Yuya-kun, just smashed a ball that Keisuke couldn't control and ended up returning too high. The shot hits the ground with force, leaving Kei-kun completely incapable of reacting. 4-15. Match point. No! The mood grows more and more somber as we watch both players return to their positions to resume play. Match point. If Kei-kun allows his opponent to score again, he loses.
Urashihara-san can't lose like this, right?
Damn, come on, Urashihara, get a grip. Sorry, I gotta relax. The Akita throws his ball high into the sky and serves. It's a fast, wide slice that aims to jump away from the court. Come on, Kei-kun, you can get it. He barely managed to reach the ball in time, tapping it over to the other side and keeping it as close to the line as he can, returning the ball to his opponent's backhand. Akita returns the ball, and he's going around it? Yuya-kun runs around the ball, putting himself in a position to...
Hey, it's a Bree. He's a Bree. Oh. Not a happy Bree. Happy Bree.
Yuya-kun runs around the ball, putting himself in a position to return the ball with his forehand. He hits a fast, flat shot to the other side of the court, and... Even with his speed, Keisuke's nowhere near the ball by the time it bounces.
No way.
Gah. The crowd goes quiet for a second, absorbing everything that just happened. The umpire opens his mouth to make the call. Game, set, and match won by Coco Nose. Count 6-3-6-2. Crowd erupts in cheers, clapping and screaming words of praise for the victor. Meanwhile, the four of us just stand in place, frozen in shock. Keisuke just lost? In his first year as a high school student, he already established himself as the second best player in our prefecture. A guy like that just lost to some no-name first-year player? Damn it! Shuichi kicks the fence in frustration. Whoa, calm down there, big guy. He grumbles something incoherent and continues to glare at nowhere. Come on, guys. We have to at least try to stay positive when he comes out, okay? You know, Urashihara, no matter what we do or say, he's gonna be down. I nod, trying to think of something that I could do to cheer him up.
Here he comes. I walk over to the court's exit. He's a Bree. Bree. Everyone's saying hi to Bree. Oh, Bree.
This just looks weird. Spoof, stop it. Leave your mom alone. Spoofy. I'll walk over to the court's exit. Yu-Kun has already left a while ago, not even bothering to linger around. Good thing he doesn't notice us. I don't know if I'd be in a good enough mood to have a conversation with him if he tried to talk to me again. Keisuke slowly walks over to the exit, looking down at the floor with a complicated expression the whole time. At first he only sees our feet, but when he looks up and notices our faces, he finally reacts. His eyes look distant and tired. Even though I'm looking for a clue as to how he feels, any kind of clue, he merely looks away with a painfully neutral expression. I guess it was too much hope that you guys wouldn't have watched that, huh?
Keisuke-san. This is the first time Jun's called him by his first name. Keisuke doesn't fail to notice that, his eyes immediately snapping towards the tiger. Hey, don't give me that face, okay? But I'm really sorry that...
Jun chokes up a bit. He's not good at consoling people, and frankly, it shows. Gee, seriously, cheer up a bit, okay? It was just a tennis match. There will be dozens of other matches in my career, and it's not like I can win every single one. Keikun smiles widely to show that he's not upset.
Oh, is that so?
It's obvious. It's painfully obvious to anyone. Keisuke's smile is strained, forced. He's not wrong. This is just a tennis match. There will be many others to come. If he were to feel down after each and every loss, then he'd be burning himself too much. But none of that matters. Feelings aren't logical. No one likes to lose. The frustration you feel after defeat, it's the same no matter who you are. If you rank amateur or professional, if you're a rank amateur or a professional, I'm sure that the frustration someone feels after losing is always the same. As long as you truly love something, there's no way you wouldn't be frustrated by defeat. Not bothering to say a word, Keisuke walks past us. I want to say something to him. I should say something to him. But I don't have the right. Who am I to encourage him after a tough loss when I've been sulking about mine for years now? The score. The score doesn't always tell you how the match went. Even if the score seems lopsided, the match could still have been a close one. But this isn't the case. Just seeing how that last point went, I could already tell. Keisuke was toyed with the whole match. He never had a chance. He was just forced to keep playing and watching as his chances of victory were taken away from him. In tennis, there's no such thing as a certain victory. Anyone could have a chance. At least that's the way my father used to tell me. At least that's what my father used to tell me. But how can I say something like that to him after seeing how this match went? Urashihara! Shuichi calls out to him, and the hare stops dead in his tracks. He doesn't turn around, keeping his back to us the whole time. What is it? His voice comes out shakier than before. Are you going to be alright? Keisuke's body shifts. He puts an arm on his waist and begins slowly shaking his head. Oh God, not you too. What? Don't start with the sappy melodrama and pretend that you're worried about me. It's creepy.
What?
Holy ho! Okay, the power just flickered. So my shit just got rearranged. Sorry about that. Hold on, guys. The weather is not doing good out there right now. It's super windy too, so I promise if the stream cuts off for any point because the internet kicks out or because the
or because the power kicks out, I'll make sure to save right there, and that's where we'll start off on the next one, so that you guys don't miss anything. Save to be safe. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Well, I mean, my laptop has a battery on it, so I'm not going to lose... It's not going to just kick off out of nowhere. But, yeah. Oh, this is load. My dumbass. There we go. There is a huge storm in the area. It's storming as fuck outside. It's snowing, wind, freezing rain. It's pretty fucking terrible. That's why when Aaron almost got called into work, I was like, please God, no. Completely taken back by his response, Shuichi freezes on the spot, unable to say or do anything. If you guys will excuse me, I need some time alone to think. Keisuke walks up to a nearby bench and plops himself down, grabbing a towel from his back and putting it over his head. He leans forward on his seat, the towel covering his head in a way that I can't see his face. I can't see what it looks like.
Keisuke-san, are you sure you don't want us to keep you company?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just leave me alone. Go watch Mizuguchi-san's match or something. I don't care. Just get out of my hair.
Oh, right.
Keisuke's words are sharp. Sharp enough to make June instantly give up on offering him support. Truthfully, I can't come up with anything to say either. What is there even to say?
Niki!
He grabs the sleeve of my shirt, tugging on it to grab my attention.
Shouldn't you say something?
He whispers to me, his eyes full of worry. I shake my head in negative. I don't have any right to try to cheer him up right now, and honestly, I don't think I could. There's nothing that I could say to him as his friend or as his rival. From the corner of my eye, I see Shoichi shaking. When I turn to look at him, I can see his clenched fists and gritted teeth. His hands are clenched so tightly that they shake violently, and I fear that he could puncture his palm with his claws. Before I can get any words out, Shuichi begins walking towards the hair with heavy pounding steps. You little bastard! Whoa! He grabs Keisuke by the collar of the shirt and lifts him up, leaving the hair hovering a few centimeters above his seat. Keisuke rushes to stabilize himself, planting his feet firmly on the ground and moving his arms to support himself against the bench. I'm amazed that his shirt isn't ripped from being grabbed and tugged like that. Even if his initial reaction was that of shock, Keisuke is quick to compose himself. What the hell are you doing? What's wrong with you? Me? What's wrong with you? You got your pride hurt because you got beaten like a chump, and now you're going to lash out at us? And I'm being creepy. How dare you, you little ungrateful prick! Finally regaining my senses, I rush over to the two and try to defuse the situation. Shoichi, that's enough! Let him go! As soon as I place my hands on his shoulder, Shoichi moves his arm to push me aside. I can tell that he's holding himself back, otherwise I'd probably have planted my ass firmly on the ground. This doesn't concern you, Rutherford! Fuck off! Damn! His eyes don't even move a little bit towards my direction. They continue to stare at Keisuke's eyes, unmoving. What little I can see of Keisuke's face, since most of it's blocked by the Shuichi's towering figure, shows me a snide look. Oh, please, you? Worried about me? Don't make me laugh. I don't need that kind of thing from you. Our relationship isn't like that. And yeah, I don't care about your sympathy. I don't want it. You can go shove it somewhere else. Stop being such a bitch. We're just trying to help you cheer up. There was no need for you to talk to us like that, especially Jun-kun. I don't care. I don't need your help. Shuichi pauses for a second, tightening his grip around Kei-kun. For a split second there, I'm sure he's gonna punch him. Instead, he lets him go and takes a step back. Fine. You don't want sympathy? Then that's fine. Here's what I really think of your prissy little attitude. You're trying to pretend you're fine, that you don't need our help, and you don't want us around. Don't make me laugh. It's so obvious that you're hurting. It's so obvious that it's actually kind of disgusting.
Shoichi-san...
He puts a hand in front of June, trying to silently tell him to just watch. He doesn't instruct it and quiets down. I don't think interrupting these two is a good idea right now. Plus,
I kind of have a feeling about what Shoichi is trying to do. I think I'll just trust him on this. Huh? Who are you calling disgusting? You, of course! What are you planning on doing now? Mope around like a loser? No one needs to sad sack. Get yourself together already. This is pathetic. What, anyone would be down after a loss. What are you talking about? Not you! What's with these dead eyes of yours that look like you've already given up? I've never seen such a pathetic look on your face before. It irritates me. You've never been the type to get down after a loss. You always used it to prop yourself forward. Moping around, lashing out. Don't screw with me. That's not you, and you know it. You don't even know me all that well. Oh, please. We might not be the greatest of friends, but I've been spending almost all of my days with you since we met, and I've seen you lose plenty of times before, and I've never seen you getting down. Annoyed? Sure, but down? Never. So pull yourself together already. This isn't the Urashihara that I've come to respect. They both glare at each other for a few more seconds. My heart feels like it might pop from the tension. If I'm wrong about this, if I'm wrong and this goes badly, I don't want to have to deal with a fist fight between my friends. But then the impossible happens. Keikun sits himself back down, sighing out loud. Fine. I see what you're trying to say. I think this is the first time since we've met that you've spoken to me like this. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't blow up at you any sooner. You really are a pain to deal with. Same here. God, you're so insufferable. I could see the corner of Keisuke's mouth curving up in a half smile. Was I right? Come on, we don't need to deal with this right now, and I need to cool off. Shoichi walks up to us, opening his arms and hurting us away from Keisuke.
What about Keisuke-san?
I don't want to deal with his annoying ass right now. If you're not coming, then I'll leave you here. Shoichi turns around to leave.
Oh, I'm coming.
I continue to stand in place, my eyes fixated on Keisuke as the other two walk away. Aki tugs on my sleeves again, looking up at me in confusion.
Aniki, shouldn't we go with them?
I look at Keisuke one last time. Even if it's faint, I can see his shoulders shaking a little bit. These two. They really can't be honest with each other, can they? It should be obvious what Shoichi was actually doing, and Keisuke knows what he was doing, yet they won't admit it. They really are birds of a feather when it comes to this. Yeah, let's leave Keikun alone for now and go with the others. Hey, Shoichi, wait up. It takes us a bit of running, but we managed to catch up to Shoichi next to the service desk. Geez, did he have to go all the way to the center of the venue? Jesus, slow down a little. Look at June, he can barely catch his breath.
Hi, I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
I'm fine. Whoa, Akiyoshi-kun, why are there two of you?
Actually, is he stumbling on his feet? I stand corrected. He's the picture of health. I guess I did exaggerate a little. I just needed to get away from that idiot. Baka! You could really do with some self-control, you know? Did you really have to tear into him in public? No. I guess I just let my anger get the better of me. I hate when people act all defeated and mopey just because, instead of just doing something about it. I snapped, sorry. I don't think that's what it was about. What do you mean? I think you're just coming up with an excuse because you don't want to admit that you were trying to look out for him. What? That's ridiculous. I despise Urashihara. I was just looking for a chance to yell at him for a bit. So you say. But I think you were just pretending to do that when in reality, you're just trying to cheer him up with some tough love. But that's... this is gonna be good. Aki pulls June a few steps back with a smile plastered on his face. I decided to pay them no mind. Yeah-huh. At no moment did you insult him. All you did was tell him that he wasn't acting like himself and tried to encourage him. I would never... You two really can't be honest about how much you care for each other, huh? Shut up! Shokun, you're such a tsundere. I try to imitate a cutesy, boyish voice. Comes off all weird and raspy. Okay. But it does its job. Shoichi turns an even darker shade of red. Shut up! I see him looking so flustered. Seeing him looking so flustered is absolutely hilarious. He's so adorable when he's trying to hide his embarrassment.
I think I already know the answer to this question, but have these two always been like this?
Oh yeah, for as long as I can remember, they're always acted like an old married couple. And although the roles have kind of reversed when I was little.
Hi, Giddy Cat.
Really? What do you mean?
Well,
Aki, shut up! We both speak in unison, cutting him off before Aki can get any further in his story.
ah! Fine.
While June is completely caught off guard by our sudden reaction, Aki is incredibly nonchalant about it, not one bit surprised or upset by it. Jeez, I feel so out of whack all of a sudden. You do? I'm the one who just played a full match. Oh, please, your match didn't even last an hour. Which reminds me, don't you have to relay the results to the officials? Oh, yeah, that's true. I'll be right back. It doesn't take me more than 5 minutes to inform on the results and then get the time for the next match. Looks like we're scheduled to play at 2 p.m., a bit later on than previous years when the finals were all at noon. Guess they expect more people to come watch if they schedule it for after lunch. Though that also means that I get to eat something before the match overall, so I'm pretty happy about it. I just need to catch an early lunch, so I won't be digesting my food by the time I get to play. That'd be a nightmare. Huh? Get back to the spot where Shoichi, Aki, and June were standing, and only June is there? Hey, where are the other two?
They went over to Mizuguchi-san's court to watch her match. I told them I'd stay around to tell you about it.
That's kind of heartless that they just abandoned me here.
Don't be so dramatic. They just went to a nearby court. Plus, it's not like we left without telling you where we went. I stayed behind to keep you informed.
Yeah, I'll thank you for that. The other two, though.
I really think you're overthinking it.
Easy for you to say. You barely think. Anything can be considered overthinking for you.
Hey, did you just call me dumb? What?
Ah, I called you simple.
Simple? Is that considered an offensive thing to call someone?
The fucking light just flickered again. I don't like... I don't like how this shit is just... it's fucking fragile. It's fucking fragile. I wish this day would just get over already, but I know we have a whole other fucking match to get through with choices and shit. We're gonna be here for another fucking... It's already been 2 hours. I've been streaming for 2 hours, goddammit. Lying. No.
Okay.
His gullibility hurts. Let's just hurry and get to where the others are.
Sure, where's the court?
You didn't ask them what court the match was being held at?
No, I thought you knew.
I sigh, rubbing the bridge of my nose and counting to 10.
I'll go check that at the information center. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Hey, there we are. Luckily, Saya's match is taking place in a nearby court, so it doesn't take us very long to get there. Gay-kun, surprised to see you here. Keisuke waves unexcited at us. He seems so listless. Still feeling bad? Of course, I'm not going to pick myself up in 20 minutes, but I have better things to do than mope. Yeah, that's the spirit. If you say so. Honestly, I was also surprised to see him here. I thought he'd have just crawled into a hole to die after the humiliating defeat he had. Shoichi, could you please not talk about me as if I wasn't here? With how apathetic and silent you're being, you might as well not be here. Could you two stop it for just 1 minute? Sorry. They never learn, do they? Aki, how's the match going? Unlike the other two, Aki had his eyes glued to the game the whole time, watching it like a hawk. It's no surprise, really, that an aspiring player would want to watch a player of Saya's caliber.
Saya-chan's winning quite comfortably, actually. She took the first set 6-3, and she hasn't dropped a single game in the second set.
Take a look at the scoreboard and see that the second set is currently 4-0. Oh, is every single semifinal match being super one-sided today? Seems so. Keisuke's voice is cold and detached. I can instantly tell that I've stepped on his toes. Sorry. It's fine. He rubs. He sighs. He rubs. Don't look at me like that, Spoof. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. No. No, don't look at me like that. No. No. He sighs, rubbing his nose with his eyes closed and his brows furrowed. He does this for a few seconds before turning his attention back to the game. Mizuguchi-san really is a remarkable player, though. I don't often get the chance to see her playing seriously.
Is she really that different from practice?
Oh, for sure. She's the type that can't really give her all if it's not do or die. Yeah, Saya's always been the type to thrive under pressure. The higher the stakes, the better she does. Whenever she has her back against a wall is when she's more dangerous. That's the worst kind of player to face. You're also like that. You're also like that sometimes, Rutherford-san. I am. It used to be that you were like that all the time, but someone's been slacking off the past few years. I can't really refute that. Saya shoots a fast slice that quickly escapes from her opponent's reach, winning her the point. Game count 5-0. If she keeps up this pace, it won't take her too much longer to have the results for this match. Honestly, if her opponent lasts another 5 minutes, I'll be surprised.
By the way, Nikki, what time is your next match?
2 p.m. We'll have some time. We'll have time to have lunch before that. You'll have to make it early lunch, then to avoid indigestion and other problems in the middle of the match. Don't worry, Mom. I've already thought of that. As long as you're taking care of yourself, dear.
These two are weird sometimes.
Tell me about it.
You seem nothing. It used to be so much worse.
Well, the opinionated audience, please shush and get back to watching the match.
Aye, your majesty.
Aki does an exaggerated bow to mock me, eliciting a chuckle from both Jun and Keisuke. Aki-kun, you're still such a cute kid. Shuichi starts to pull on Aki's cheeks, making him immediately go red and try to push the bigger dog away.
Where did that come from? Stop it!
Shuichi continues to tease him, tormenting my little brother and watching him frolic in place, trying to push his hand away.
I won't say anything more. Please stop.
Aki might not want to admit it, but he actually enjoys being fawned over by Shuichi like this. He's only reacting like this because he's embarrassed that other people are seeing it. A very cute child indeed. Okay, Shuichi, I think that's enough. If you tease him any more than this, his head might explode.
That's the only reason why you're stopping him?
Yep. Too bad Aki-kun, your big bro's already my partner in crime.
No.
I put my hand on top of his head and pet him gently.
Nikki, not you too.
Shuichi and I both have so much fun toying with Aki that we completely stop paying attention to the match.
Hey, you guys, how much of the match did you wait, what are you guys doing?
Saya walks up on us as Shuichi is holding Aki's arms up and tickling his stomach. Only then do I realize that our match is already over and that Jun and Keisuke are both distanced themselves from us and that people are watching. Shuichi seems to realize the same thing as he quietly puts Aki down and moves away from him, clearing his throat. I straighten myself up, trying to appear serious again. So, where were we?
Aki-kun?
Yeah?
Aki adjusts himself, looking down to try to hide his embarrassed face.
Do you need me to call the police on these two perverts?
Whoa! Okay, you made it weird. You made it really weird. You made this really weird. What? Nope. Nope. I'm noping over this entire thing. I'm noping over this entire fucking Stockholm Syndrome. Fuck you. Nope. Nope, I'm done. Okay, this is... You made it weird. You made this really weird. Can we move along, please? Guys has a tendency to just... Yes, can we drop the subject already? Fuck. Okay, she's gonna go drop off the fucking thing. All right, how about we go to eat at a nearby restaurant? Finals are only starting at are only going to be starting at 2 p.m.
Oh, sure, sounds good. Wait for me at the entrance?
Sure, we'll be there.
All right, try to think of a place for us to eat while I'm going there.
Before I can walk away with the others, Casey grabs my arm and pulls me aside. Hang on, I need to talk to you. Oh, sure, what's up? I'm a bit confused as to why he couldn't say whatever it was he needed to say while everyone else was here. He pauses for a few seconds, pursing his lips, and then he slowly begins to talk. I want to give you some information on your opponent. There's some stuff I think would do you good if you knew. Oh, that? Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've watched videos of his matches so many times already, I know everything I need to know. He shakes his head sideways. You don't, really. I've also studied his videos lots of times, but I never really noticed some stuff. I'll be fine. Look, just take my word for it, okay? What's the harm in hearing me out? I don't know. It kind of feels underhanded to get information from his previous opponent. K.K. sighs, rubbing a bridge of his nose with a furrowed brow. Well, do as you like, then. If you don't want to hear me, then that's just fine. Just don't complain later when you lost because you were caught by surprise. Do you really think that guy could beat me? Well, it's just... Come on, be honest here. Yes, I do think he could beat you. And not just in the tennis, no match is ever 100% way. I really can't tell who'd win. I think it'd be really close. Wasn't expecting that. Honestly, I had a bad feeling watching the recordings, but I thought it was just that. It was just that, a feeling. If I think logically, that guy didn't even look like he was good enough to beat Keisuke. Alright, I guess there's no harm in hearing what you have to say, but can we do this quickly? I don't want to keep the others waiting. Sure, I'll try to be brief. Okay, the first thing you need to keep in mind... In the end, his brief explanation ended up taking over 15 minutes. She wished he had to come back to look for us, at which point he was just cut off in the middle of a sentence and refused to speak about it with the others around. So much for a briefing. Well, I guess I did manage to get some useful information. I sit my back down next to one of the benches, rummaging through its contents to make sure everything was in order. I've managed to arrive 5 minutes early for my match. A far cry from this morning. Oh, God. Holy shit. Damn. Yuya-kun isn't here yet, though. I feel tempted to go outside and chat with everyone for a little more, but I decided that taking some time to concentrate is a better idea. It is really quiet right... Oh. Okay. It is really quiet right now. A while ago, I could hear the distant voices of the spectators coming over to watch the match. But now, there's almost nothing. Just one whisper here or there. Hello? Yeah? My heart quickly nearly jumps out of my chest when a strange voice comes out of nowhere, eerily close to my ear. Why, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Yuya-kun? Huh? Yuya? Oh, that's nice. We're on a first-name basis already? The Akita laughs cheerily. I think this is deserving of the thumbnail. Thumbnail moment. Na-na-na-na-na. Oh, yeah. Should probably put the fucking shit back on. Crap, I slipped up an N and I'm calling it by his first name. Ahem. I mean... Coco knows Coon. What are you... Nope, I don't like it. Huh? He sticks his tongue out at me, making a weird high-pitched sound. I don't like it. Just call me Yuya. But, though Weatherford's-on, it's really nice to see you again. I knew you'd make it all the way to the finals. When I saw the draw for the tournament, I got really excited knowing that I'd face you in the finals. Gave me even more of an incentive to try hard. That's nice to know. I'm getting swallowed up by his pace. What is this weird sense of deja vu? Is he another June type of person? Rowdy and boisterous? I don't think I could deal with two of those. Excuse me, Coco. Yuya! He cuts me off before I can finish saying his name. Fine, Yuya-kun. Jeez, how fucking demanding. Is it time for the match to start already, and I didn't notice? No, there's still 2 minutes until that. I just wanted to say hi. He flashes me a big toothy grin, and I can't help but feel grumpy and annoyed. I get wanting to say hi, but interrupting another player when he's trying to concentrate? That's just dirty. I see. Well, Yuya-kun, but man, oh man, I can't believe I actually get to play against you. I've been looking up to you for years now. You're my idol. Yeah, but I guess I need to apologize beforehand. You see, I kind of copied your... Oh, shit, the word changed. It's automatically... My sister totally didn't realize I was going to play against you. Okay, I get it. You're very excited, but Jesus, take a breather here and there. You're going to run yourself out of air. Oh, sorry. I guess I got overexcited. I've been rehearsing what I'd say when I finally met you in the for reals, but I ended up getting so nervous the words kept coming out. Yeah, I get you. It can be rough dealing with which is funny, actually, because I usually am pretty good at dealing with hey! His eyes widened a little at my sudden shout. My voice just came out higher than expected. Still, Yuya-kun merely smiles, bashfully scratching his neck. Oh, sorry. There I go again, running my mouth again. It was just the last time we met, I never really got to talk to you. Since I was running errands with a friend, I really wanted to get to know you. Don't you think that doing it minutes before the finals is a bit of bad timing? Sorry about that. I guess it's just that I didn't think you'd feel like talking to me after the match. Why not? I have no problem talking to my opponent after matches. As long as they're not a headache, that is. Well, I just didn't think you'd want to talk to me after I took your title from you is all. What did you just say? Wait, did you just say that? I said I'm gonna win, yeah. Huh? People say that you should never meet your heroes, but in my case, I'm ready to kick my hero's ass. No offense. None taken. Wow, my mind has gone completely blank. I have no idea what to say, how to answer this guy. Thank you, Jaro. I just stand there awkwardly gaping. Seriously, the balls of this guy, interrupting his opponent while he's concentrating before the match just to nonchalantly call himself the winner. Listen, Yuya-kun, I really think I need some time to focus before the match. Excuse me, Hazen, Coco knows it's time this match is about to start. Please go to the court. Oh, yay, I've been looking forward to this. Yuya-kun dashes to his bag, taking his racket from inside and rushing to the net. Perfect. Turn around to get my things from my bag and... Rutherford-san, good luck! See the guy standing on the other side of the fence, directly behind my bench, enthusiastically waving at me and smiling. Rutherford, do your best! Rutherford-san, go get revenge for me!
Aniki, don't lose!
Jeez, these guys... They're drawing so much attention to themselves with all this shouting. The Empire's now glaring in the overall direction, and yet doesn't seem to care. Shouldn't at least one of them be Seiya's match right now? I won't let these things bother me. I smile at them, waving back with all the enthusiasm I can muster. What's important is that they're all here cheering me on, and I can't disappoint them. Making my way downtown, making my way to the center of the court, I stand in front of the net, facing Yuya-kun directly. He continues smiling at me the whole time, which I find a little disconcerting. We shall initiate a warm-up. Players may exchange shots for 3 minutes. We both go to the opposite sides of the court. The Empire throws one of us a ball, and we begin lightly tapping it back to the other side, trying different shots. After 1.5 minutes, we switch sides, doing it all over again. Once we're done, the umpire calls us back to the center of the court. Shall we use a coin toss to decide who gets to serve? We both nod. Heads will be heads, Coco knows will be tails. Heads, Hayes, do you wish to serve first? Yeah, I'll take the serve. Good. I'm always glad to start by serving. At least this way I can put a dent in the score first. And hopefully deal some psychological damage. In that case, I think I'll stay on this side of the court. Very well. May the players take their positions then. I'm handed 2 balls and I slip one inside my pocket. Without delay, the 2 of us prepare ourselves to start playing. Oh, this match is long. I've already been streaming for 2 hours, man. I don't know if I have it in me. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can go on like this. Fuck it. Let's do it. Without delay, the 2 of us prepare ourselves and start playing. I take my position behind the service line and start bouncing the ball. I take deep breaths, trying to get a feel for how my body is responding. Okay, my muscles don't seem like they're too tight right now. I guess I'm still feeling pretty good despite not getting much sleep. Time to take away this tournament in one fell sweep. I hit a flat serve, trying to go as close to the lines as I can. I'm shooting for a service ace. Yukun reacts almost immediately, chasing after the ball with the agility of a wild beast. My whole body freezes up when he reaches the ball. I just can't believe that he reached it. Usually my first serves are always no-touch aces. Arf. Hey! You stop that now. I don't want to beat some ass. Yukun hits the ball with full power, sending it back at high speed. Luckily for me, the ball hits the net, never managing to cross over to my side. Yep, Dino.
So close.
So close. Sorry. Yukun kicks at the ground in annoyance, looking at the ball rolling on the floor. It's only then that I snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. And realize that I've been frozen in place this whole time. This is weird. I know I wasn't just underestimating him. I thought that he wouldn't be able to when I thought he wouldn't be able to reach the ball. But usually when a new player plays against me, he needs time to adjust to my serve. He knows all about you. He knows what you're gonna do. Oh, no. It did it again. Fuck. This guy, he reacted instantly to one of my fastest serves as if it was nothing. In fact, the only reason he missed was because he put too much power into the ball. No, No, I can't let this get to me. Yu Kun is a very intuitive player. I noticed that from the videos long ago, and Keisuke informed it to me this morning. You have to keep in mind that he is the type to take reckless risks. He's going to try to score with every single shot, so get ready to have him return your serves with as much power as he can, is what Keisuke said. Yes, blame me. Blame me, like everyone else does. Blame me. It hadn't really hit me how true his words were until I saw this. Right now, he was definitely aiming for a return ace. If I give this guy even the tiniest of openings, he's going to blow my defenses apart. Alright, give him no quarter. I try to blow away this feeling of discomfort that's taken over me. Blow it away with my next serve. This time I go for a slice that quickly escapes to the side. If he's going to try to push me back with power, then I'll make sure to make my serves extra slippery so I won't be able to control the ball all that well. As I was expecting him to return the ball like he did the last time, my whole body tensed up in anticipation, preparing to start running in whatever direction he sent the ball. Instead, and to my surprise, Yukun froze as soon as the ball began to curve, merely watching it as it passed him by. Huh? Wow, it cares that much? Didn't look at it. That didn't look like that in the videos. 30-0. God, I was so busy admiring the shot that I forgot to return it. Yukun immediately ran back to his receiving position to prepare himself for the next serve. This guy is really odd. Yeah, no distractions. I've got to keep my head in the game. If I put a spin on the last serve, caught him by surprise, then how about try to impart as much topspin as I can into my next serve. The ball should bounce closer to the net and then kick up at a sharp angle. God damn it, again? My fucking monitor keeps kicking off. We went from 0 drop frames to 295. That can't be good. The ball should bounce closer to the net than kick up at a... Yeah, if he isn't careful, he might miss the timing to return. Just as I imagined, Yukun completely misses the timing and ends up hitting the air with his racket. I think I'm dimly aware of the fact that I'm gaping right now. 40-0! The Akita pouts, fiddling with the strings of his racket. Was that first return just a fluke? It didn't look like it, but... Well, it doesn't matter right now. It looks like I'll be able to run away with the first game so long as I focus on that. First set won by Hayes. Game count 6-4. Huh. That went well. I throw myself on top of my bench, taking the opportunity to sip on some of the energy drinks that I brought with me. This is weird. His way of playing has left me completely confused. There are times when he seems he might completely overwhelm me, and then out of nowhere, that feeling fades. I still feel incredibly uncomfortable playing against him, but it seems like I had no reason to. To be honest, I don't even know how he could have beaten Keikun so easily. I can imagine the two were having a close match, but not overwhelming defeat. He's taken this time to study, and then he's going to use that opportunity in the next 5 games. He's going to be fucking with us. And yet, the fur on my neck is still standing at attention. Every nerve in my body is telling me to be careful. I feel like I'm being hunted by a wild animal. Looking over to Yukun, I can't even see his face as he completely covered his head with a towel. He's tapping his leg a lot. Is he nervous? Maybe his nerves have been getting to him and he hasn't been able to play his best? Well, regardless, my only concern right now is should be winning this. If I can take a second set as easily as I did the first, then this match shouldn't last more than 1 hour. It's time. Will the players return to the court? Those are some quick 2 minutes. Well, Yukun should be the one to serve next. As soon as my eyes meet up with Yuya's, my whole body tenses up. His eyes are completely different from before. His pupils have dilated so much. He really looks like a wild beast right now. Is this all just because of his focus? Because if so, that's some serious concentration power right there. Just to err on the side of caution, I decided to take 1 step back for this first serve. I'd be giving up my super offensive position, but at least I'll have more time to react to his serve. I take my position and prepare myself. Once it's clear that we're both ready to resume play, Yukun tosses the ball high to start his serve and... Huh? What just happened? Just like that, everyone has gone silent. Yukin's positioning... Wait, he already served? Turn around to see the ball struck one of the fence's chain links. What? How is the ball already there? How did he serve so fast? Barely had time to react to it. That serve was just as fast as Morisaki-san's fastest serve. Even the umpire seems to be at a loss. He's staring at the ball completely dumbfounded. Hey, shouldn't you be making the call? Yukun calls his attention, and only then does he seem to snap back to reality. Yope, there goes gravity. Get out of there, Spoofy. Stupid. Stay out from under the table.
Alright, I'm sorry, 15-0.
Did you see how fast the ball went? Holy shit, it was faster than Rutherford's. How can a no-name player serve that fast? He's pretty good, too. Oh, the crowd is suddenly being so noisy. It's like a dam suddenly broke, and now their voices are even louder than before. I can barely hear my own thoughts over all the voices. Silence, please. The match will resume. The umpire's behest, the spectator stops shouting so much. And it looks like Yu-Kun wasn't bothered by it in the slightest. In fact, it's almost as if he didn't notice them at all. What we need to do is to go into that, like, that super focus that we did that one time in that match, where we're just like, I know exactly what he's going to do. You know, we need to do that. How do we do that? Where's the button for that? In fact, it's almost like he didn't notice at all. He was already in his position, ready to serve again. His concentration is really scary. Shit, I'm starting to feel uneasy again. What the hell was with that serve? Is he going to start serving like that every time now? What was even the catalyst? That's too sudden a change to have come out of nowhere. Rutherford seems to be struggling a lot to keep up with his opponent. Oh, fuck. We get in other characters' perspectives. Even though he was doing well in the first set, it seems as if with every passing point it becomes harder and harder for him to keep up.
Shit, it's really starting.
Starting? What do you mean? Says a character that's not even on screen. I turn to look at Keisuke-san, confused by his words.
It's the same thing that happened to you, isn't it, Ushihara? Yeah, I thought that it wouldn't happen again since Coco Nose didn't show any signs of it in the first set, but...
Didn't show any signs of what? What's going on?
So this is what it was.
Even Akiyoshi-kun mumbled something out, and I looked over at him. His face was scrunched up in a look of worry.
Even you, Akiyoshi-kun? What are you guys talking about?
Just then, the sound of the ball hitting the fence echoed loudly, making me yelp. Game won by Coco Nose, 4-1. So you noticed it too, Hey-san? Akiyoshi-kun nodded. Oh, we are June right now? I thought we were Shoichi for some reason.
To be honest, I didn't notice anything at first, but I walked in on Aniki watching his videos quite frequently, and sometimes I snuck around to watch them too. Aniki was always going on about having a bad feeling whenever he watched them, and kept saying that he felt like something was wrong. But I didn't really understand what he was going on about. But seeing it in person is a whole other story. What's wrong? Is there something wrong with the match?
His switch is flipped.
His switch?
Shuichi-san nodded without offering any other explanation.
Can't someone just tell me what's going on? Can't someone just tell me what's going on here?
Not exactly, but I suppose that's one way to put it. The thing is, it's really hard to notice watching from a video, but seeing it in person allows you to notice a lot of new details that you couldn't otherwise. And playing against him allows you to notice even more. But then again, Rutherford-san has always been a little slow on the uptake, so maybe he hasn't realized it yet. To put it bluntly, Coco Nose is improving as the match goes along.
Improving? You mean he's getting better?
Keisuke-san
nods, his look almost somber.
At a very rapid pace, I might add. The same thing happened when I played against him. At first, I wasn't having much trouble against him, and then out of nowhere, as if he had flipped a switch, he changed completely. From this point on, his reactions are going to start getting faster and faster. His shots are going to get stronger and much more accurate, and his strategies will start failing against him one after the other. It's as if he entered a state of rapid growth in the middle of the match.
I've heard that very talented players could do that, but I'd never seen it in person before.
Wait, what? Wait. So you're saying that, like, he's learning how to deal with Rutherfordson? Just like that?
Game won by Coco Nose, 5-3.
The three of them seem to be so focused on the match that they're not even paying attention to what I'm saying anymore.
Damn it, this hurts to watch.
Hey! I wave my hands in front of Keisuke-san's face to try to get his attention. He grabs my wrist and pushes my hands down.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I tried to tell Rutherford-san before the match, but he dismissed my worries, saying that there's no way something like that could happen in real life. Figures, he's such a thick-headed idiot sometimes. Not to mention the lack of self-awareness. He used to be the exact type of player. Yeah, now that you mention it, I guess I caught a few glimpses of it when those players visited us from the US, but nothing on this level.
Shuichi-san nods. Oh, Shuichi-san nods.
When Morisaki visited, Rutherford definitely took a few steps forward, but he's nowhere near that level he's nowhere near the level he was back in junior high. It's like he's been stagnating ever since. He used to be just like this boy he's playing against right now. He'd improve tremendously whenever he played against a strong opponent. Back then, he'd always used to have this look on his face as if he was having loads of fun. The harder the match, the better.
I try taking a better look at his face, but I can't see any of what Shoichi-san is talking about. To me, it looks like he's in pain. Shuichi-san nods again. He's crossing his arms so tightly that his claws are starting to leave scratch marks on his own skin. Wow, Shuichi-san, stop that! I pull his arms apart, and he takes some time to examine them. Good, looks like he didn't get so far as to break the skin. There's no bleeding.
I didn't even notice. But yeah, right now, Rutherford is a completely different guy from who he was 3 years ago. In fact, watching his opponent reminds me of how he used to play a lot more than watching him does. It's ironic.
I don't really remember a lot from 3 years ago. My memories are kind of fuzzy. I guess I wasn't very attentive back then. But I remember Aniki started to grow more and more frustrated ever since his first year in junior high. Eventually he just gave up, but he didn't have the guts to admit that he gave up. So he kept trying in name only.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Rutherford's skills have barely improved at all since 3 years ago. When Morisaki came from the US and again he started partnering up with Urishihara, I thought that maybe he'd turn around, but he always went right back to the starting point as soon as it felt like the spark might have been coming back. Crap, he's getting really overwhelmed by Coco Nose right now, if he doesn't do something quick.
While I wasn't looking, I hear the sound of something that had been dropped. When I turned to look, everyone's faces are plastered with shock.
Damn it, what's going on here? The first set is so easy, and now it feels like a completely different person.
His reactions have been steadily getting faster since the beginning of the second set. It's been getting harder and harder to score points.
It's like he's suddenly leveled up in every single parameter by a whole lot. I'm stuck in a defending position about 3 steps away from the baseline. From where I am, I have no hope of counterattacking. I'm just trying to stick out the point for as long as I can in the hopes that I can turn this around. Yu-Kun hits another ball full of topspin directly to my backhand. Am I just imagining things, or has he been aiming for my backhand a whole lot more since the start of the second set? Shit, has he realized that I don't have much accuracy with it? Not only that, his topspin shots are different somehow. The timing to returning them has gotten a lot more tricky. It's like every single shot has been wildly different amounts of spin from the last. When I think I finally got the hang of it, he changes things up completely, and I'm back to square one. Gah.
My legs are feeling heavy. The set has been a lot more physically draining than the last one. There's no comparison.
And he's already broken my nerve. If I can't find a way to break his right this instant, then there's no hope of me winning the second set. 5-3. He really drew himself a huge lead while I was too shocked to react. Thanks, Jaro. Again. Oi. I don't get what's happening here, and in the middle of all this action, I barely have time to think. I can't even come up with a strategy to get out of this. Well, not that I have never been good with strategies to begin with. I'm unable to reach a particularly strong shot. When he launched the open court. The ball smashes against the fence, making it echo with the sound of metal.
40-0.
Shit, fuck, damn it. I can barely even stand right now. How did I get so tired? He's been running me around, the bastard. I'm having to lean forward to gasp for some air to come out into my lungs. The breathing burns so much right now.
Hey, all right.
Damn, the umpire's looking my way. He looks like he's genuinely worried. I'm fine. Just a bit winded. He nods. I quickly get back to my position before he has a chance to chastise me for the delay. Even if he is sympathetic to me, the rules are rules. It's my own fault for not handling my stamina very well. But God, to be running on fumes by the end of the second set, all of a sudden it looks like I'm in a pinch. I'm gonna pinch you. Fucking. It's me pinching the microphone. I give a signal to Yuyukun, telling him I'm ready to continue. His face is almost like stone right now. I can't read him at all. Before I could tell every little thing he was feeling because of how expressive his face was. Now, there's nothing. He's completely unreadable. Oh, shit, he started to serve while I wasn't paying attention. I need to run to the ball. Shit, I've got to reach it. The serve doesn't look like it was very powerful. Looks like he put a lot of topspin on the ball to try to catch me by surprise. No way I'm letting this one go through. I managed to get to the ball just in time to... Shit. Fuck, I didn't even notice. I wasn't holding my racket right. Only half of my hand was gripping it, and the force of the ball ended up making it fly off.
Game in second set, won by Coco Nose. Game count 6-3.
Damn it, this was my fault. I got so hung up on trying to figure out what was happening that I stopped paying attention to what I was doing. Leaned down to pick up my rat. Ah! Immediately jumped back, holding my thumb as a sharp pain shoots up from it. Yukun and the umpire immediately noticed my pained yelp.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just... Ah! Shit, I think I hurt my finger from the racket flew out of my hand. I think I sprained my thumb when the racket flew from my hand. Could you help me apply some taping?
Of course.
Fox quickly got down from his chair, picked up a first aid kit and was stored under it, and rushed to my side as I sat down on the bench. Oh, damn it, this hurts.
I'm no doctor, but this definitely looks like a sprain. Would you like to ask for medical timeout on top of the set break?
Yeah, if you'd be so kind. The umpire quickly applies a very tight taping to my finger and gets back on his chair.
We shall be taking a 3-minute break after this timeout due to a medical issue.
Good thing this is the only Good thing this is only a prefectural tournament. If this were nationals, I don't think the umpire would have even bothered to help me with the taping. Shit, my finger feels really rigid and painful.
Are you alright?
Yukun pops up looking at me with worry. Yo, now he has expressions again. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a sprain.
I'm so sorry. I put too much power in the...
Hey, what the fuck? Put too much power on the ball right now. Oh, it's automatic. It's a cutoff. Hey, it's alright. This isn't your fault. I wasn't paying attention to my grip. I was barely even holding onto the racket at that point. It should have been it should have probably flown out of my hand to the next swing anyway. Yep, those are the stakes, Dakota.
Oh, okay.
Geez, stop looking down at me with such worried eyes. It's hard to think of you as an opponent when you're reacting so kind towards me. Even though I've already dismissed his concerns, he continues to just stand there looking at me. Yukun?
Yeah?
Shouldn't you sit down and use the break to manage your stamina?
Sorry, am I making you uncomfortable by standing so close?
Oh,
Guess he noticed. A little bit, yeah. Sorry, I'll get out of your hair, but if you need any help, you can call me. I wasn't expecting that. Guess he really is a nice guy, if a little too enthusiastic. I get the feeling I've said these same words about someone else not too long ago. Rutherford? Yeah? My attention is snapped back to my surroundings when I hear a voice calling my name. This is the third time I've called you already. Are you alright? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Is it time already? Yes, please hurry back to the court. I don't want to give you a time violation. Sorry, I'll get to it. Okay. Just trying to pick up the racket. Are you alright? Shit, I guess I know me flinching when I picked it up, huh? I'll be fine. Just a little tender, that's all. It'll pass. At least I hope it will. The umpire nods, still frowning with worry. God, I really hope this doesn't get in the way of me playing. We will now resume the match. Michimiya will take the first serve. Alright. Deep breaths. Did he just drop his racket? Seems more like he was blown off his hand.
He's hurt! Rutherford-san reaches down to pick up his racket, but immediately drops it again, clutching his hand. Did he hurt his wrist?
Doesn't look like it, more like it was his hand. It's still not good. You think he's gonna be okay? Who cares? Can you believe that Hayes just lost his sight? I can't believe a player I've never heard about before is taking the sight away from him.
The not at all subtle whispers of the other people in the audience are easily heard by us. All three of the guys I'm with have their faces scrunched up in various levels of anger and annoyance. What's the big deal about it? Isn't it normal to lose sets sometimes?
You don't get it. It's a big deal in this case.
Why? Aniki has never dropped a single set in the prefectural level tournaments. Not even once in the past 6 years. What? Is that even possible? Shuichi-san nods, his eyes stuck to Rutherford-san's figure as he receives medical aid from the referee.
It's pretty difficult to be sure, for sure. It helps that Saitama isn't exactly filled to the brim with strong players. Other than Rutherford, Ishihara was the best that our prefecture had to offer. Hey. Sorry. What I meant to say is that the difference in skill is absurd. Up until now, Rutherford was considered the best tennis player to ever come from the Saitama Prefecture. Up until 3 years ago, he was considered the best to ever come from Kanto. He was Japan's child star, and there were a ton of experts banking on him making a professional debut before he even finished high school. People expected him to make it big, as in world top 10 big. Those plans kind of took a back seat when his play started to deteriorate a few years ago.
Didn't all this stuff happen before you met him, Keisuke-san? How do you know about all this? Keisuke-san looks away, fumbling for an answer.
Yeah, Ishihara, tell us. You acted as if you barely even knew anything about Rutherford when we first met you. How come you suddenly know this much? It was on the news all the time, okay? I just didn't think it was relevant to the mention back then.
Thank you, McCurdy.
I see.
He doesn't sound sincere at all. Can you still stop bickering and just pay attention to what's going on? The medical timeout's about to end, and they're going to start playing again.
Alright, my bad. I think I need to take a piss break. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, y'all. Just try to ignore the pain as much as I can. If I let it bother me too much, I won't be able to concentrate on the match. Yu-kun has already gotten to his position. For someone who was so clearly worried not a few minutes ago, his face is now maddeningly blank. What?
Yep. It's actually useful. My neighbor just posted a picture in our group chat of what it looks like outside right now. That's what's outside my fucking apartment right now. It's a wall of white. Not the good white stuff either. Jeez, is that a switch on him that he can just flip whenever he wants to get like that? And where do I get one like it? Ouch. Shit, that hurt a bit. I froze for a second after serving. I can't let myself be delayed. Fault. I guess I messed up with the last serve when the pain shot up and I ended up missing. No worries, I'll give it one more try. I can't be too risky with my second serve or I'll stay away from a high-power shot. Instead, I'll go with a low-bounce serve that curves a little to the side. You could have the snow. I don't fucking want it. And that's why my dumbass is moving to Chicago, where there's gonna be 1,000,000 times more snow. It won't have any crazy amount of spin, but this is the best I can do without being reckless. Just like in the second set, his reaction is almost instant. The moment he ascertains the direction of my shot, he's already on his way. My serve wasn't particularly fast, so we could reach it with no issues. Yukun returns it with a cross. I was already running to the center of the court, so this forces me to do a double take. Shit, this hurts. The ball flies straight into the net. Oh, 15. I guess I'll have to be more careful with my shots. If I try to pull away from my swing because of my finger, I'll end up missing my target. Alright, don't mind it. Take a few more deep breaths before serving again. This time I go with a very risky topspin shot. Since I haven't managed to score with any aces with my flats, and the timing of those is too unpredictable, I'll sacrifice immediate scoring ability in favor of an advantage in a rally. If I can get his return to be even a little bit off, that could be the advantage I need to get the point. Ah! Yukun sends the ball back with a strong flat straight. But I can see it. His return was just a little shallow. If I can capitalize on this, then I should be able to score. He might be a better player than usual, but I've already recomposed myself for the most part. You're not catching me by surprise like you did in the second set. If it's a power contest, I should still win. There's no way I would miss the moment any stance would crumble. Strike. 15 all. Yes. Do a little fist pump to celebrate the point. This is good. Yukun caught me by surprise in the second set, but the shock of it has caused my play to worsen. But I've had time to recompose myself. Even if he's reacting faster, I could still contend. I won't let him overwhelm me. No matter how much he improves during the... Wait, improve? Isn't that what Keisuke was telling me before the match?
Right around the beginning of the fourth game, he started to improve a lot.
Improve? As in he focused more?
No, I mean that he was literally improving. He was leveling up, if it makes it easier for you to understand. I watched his skills grow right in the middle of the match.
What? That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you what I saw.
K-Kun, growth is something that takes a long time. It would be hours of practice before you could even notice a difference. And you were talking about a guy improving dramatically out of nowhere? You had to be imagining things.
I told you, that's what I said.
Hey, you two, what's taking you guys so long? Right. I thought that there was no way someone could improve right in the middle of the match, but turns out I was wrong. Can't wait for this match to be over so I can get a Keisuke's "I told you so" face. Well, if that's what's happening, then there isn't much I can do to counter that. If it's not a matter of strategy, then there's no matter how much I strategize, I can't overcome it. But that's only if he ends up becoming better than me. I get the feeling that as far as skill is concerned, I'm still ahead. I'll just do my best to settle this quickly. Stalling would be counterintuitive at this point. The longer I let this match go on, the more he'll improve. In that case, if I want to settle this fast, then I have to make an extra push. Forget about the risks. Just barely control the ball enough so that it goes in. And hit him with a serve filled with 100%, 120% power. The ball flies straight into the net, not even close to going over it.
Oops.
Fault. Guess that was a bit too risky. No, this is good. This is exactly what I want right now. Yukun has taken a step forward. Anyone would expect their opponent to go with a low-risk approach of their second serve. In that case, safe to be damned, hit it even harder. What? He attempted to swing to return the ball to his racket, but only came in contact with the air. Did it go in? Was that one good? We both look up at the umpire in anticipation. He looks conflicted, as if he's struggling to make the call. Eventually he opens his mouth and... double fault, 15-30. No! Before I can control myself, I shouted out loud, with both of them turning to look at me in surprise. Do you have a problem with my call? No, it's just a reflex. Sorry. I can't even look at him right now. My eyes are glued to my feet. I feel like a kid who just tried to defy my parents. Very well, if you please, carry on with your next serve. Oh, right. I completely forgot. Sighing, I attempt to recompose myself. I shouldn't tarry much longer. But I always have a few seconds between serves. Right now, trying to avoid piling up the stress is the right call. Double faulting is one of the most stressful things in tennis. If I let that stress mount up, eventually I won't be able to handle it and I'll be crushed. Before this can happen, I have to let it out of my system. Breathe in, breathe out. Into my nose, feel the air going through all the way down my lungs, and out through the mouth. In, out. Rutherford, you're already taking 15 seconds, takes 15 more seconds, and I'll have to issue a time violation. That's alright, now I'm all done. I feel better right now, at least. And even if I did get the violation, it wouldn't be too bad. I have to make sure my head is in the right place. I'm not allowed to make any more mistakes. 15-30. If I screw up here, he'll hold the break point. If he breaks my first serve, the first set, and gets ahead, I'm not sure that I'd be able to catch up. In that case, even if it would be the most logical choice, I'll forego the conservative approach. This match is going to be about guts. I shouldn't be afraid to take risks, even if it failed me the last time. I hit a powerful topspin shot. Instead of tightly aiming close to the lines, I'll be satisfied as long as the ball goes in. Huh? It went in. You can manage to return, but he got caught off guard by that shot. Right now I have the advantage. Use this time to take him. That it takes him to recover and serve and volley. Strike. Yeah. I slammed the ball straight down from my position right on top of the net. There's no way I could miss. Yukun doesn't have enough time to reach for the ball as it flies away to the opposite direction. 30-all. Yes! I left both my hands up towards the sky shouting in joy. It worked! My high-risk strategy worked! Now I just have to take care and make sure it keeps working. Or so I'd like to say, but even I know that constantly taking risks like that wouldn't be feasible. Instead, I'll make sure to pepper these high-risk shots together with a more conservative pace. If I can break away from a highly defensive stance straight into a strong attack, I might just confuse him. If he's going to get used to my play style, then I just have to overwhelm him with different attack patterns so he doesn't figure out which one I'm going to go with next. It's funny, I'm starting to feel like K-Kun here. This is what it feels like to use your brains. You get back to the service line and try this again, but Yukun? He's just standing in the center of the court. Coco knows, is everything alright? His face is incredibly somber, like he's just staring off into the ground. Is he looking where my last shot landed? Coco knows, please get into position or we will resume the match. Was he seriously not hearing the umpire? I can already see the fox's face scrunching up. He's starting to get annoyed. Coco knows it's already been 15 seconds, 15 more, and it'll be a time violation. No, he's seriously not responding at all. Is he alright? The umpire continues to stare at him for what feels like an eternity. Coco knows it's been 13 seconds. I'm issuing you a time violation. Well, if he gets another time violation, he'll lose the point. And yet, he's still not acknowledged the umpire's existence. He's just staring at the ground with a really dark look on his face. Coco! Yuya-kun! My sudden shot makes both the umpire and Yuya jump up in surprise. What? Oh, hey, son. Is that something like the Oh, wait. Mr. Umpire, why are you glaring at me like that? Coco knows I've issued you a time violation. You have 5 seconds to get back to your position before I give you another one. Uh-huh. What about the call? He called you tons of times. Just get back to your position already. Oh, really? Sorry, I'll get right back to it. He runs back to his spot, waving at me to signal that he's ready. The hell was that? Was he focusing so much that he didn't even hear us? Just how weird can this guy get? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just ignore it for now and focus on playing. This time I go for a very low slice, focusing on adding more spin and careful aim to then brute force. Even if I can't make this stance crumble... I've been streaming for too long. It's almost 3 hours already. Even if I can't make his stance crumble just from that, hopefully I'll catch him off guard and make it so his return is imperfect. Perfect return. His ball went super deep into the court, almost touching the baseline. If it's like this, then we'll be locked in a battle of ground strokes. I feel like I should have an advantage on those, but for some reason, I've been struggling to make a dent in his form for the past set. He's not letting up. Each and every one of his shots is aiming to score the point. Even when I think I've got him in a bad position, I think he still goes in for the kill, regardless of the risks. I know that I can be pretty reckless at times, but this guy is on a whole no level. He's taking risks left and right. Every single shot he makes is a pretty considerable chance of missing, and yet they all go in. What is happening? He's starting to push me back little by little. If I let this point go for any longer, then the chances of me recovering are going to drop considerably. And yet, should I just give up on this point and focus on the next one? But then we'll be stuck on a deuce, and that's really not the place I want to be in right now. If I have no choice but to lose the point now or later, I'm just going to take another stupid risk. I'll go with a drop shot. It worked! Yuya-kun froze for just a second. Even though he managed to return the ball, he's now in a bad position. Not only that, his return wasn't deep or powerful. I can counter it. Ha! My shot hits the floor on the other side of the court, far from his reach. Game won by Hayes, 1-0. Yes, that's how it's done. Well, the crowd is really noisy today. Actually, aren't there more people here than usual? Is anyone even watching the girls' final? The sides of the court are so packed with people that I can barely see beyond them. I know this is a big tournament. Oh my god, I've been streaming for too long. Tournament for our prefecture, but it's still a local one. Why are there so many people here on a Sunday? Hayes? Oh, sorry. Crap, I'm wasting time. Alright, I gotta get extra prepared for his nerves. What? I've got to be extra prepared for his serves. Okay. Out of all the areas he's been improving on, the serve is the most dangerous. They keep getting faster and more precise. If I'm even a second late, I won't be able to reach it. Yuya-kun is quietly bouncing the ball over and over on his side of the court. It terrifies me a little when I think of him serving again. I couldn't touch him at all during his serve games on the last set. And if I can't break his serve, then I don't want to think about it. Yuya-kun finally grips the ball in his hand, lifting his head to look at me with a glare that's so fierce that I feel like it could cut me down. I took 2 steps back from my usual attacking position. If I step back even further, then I'll be completely stuck on defense. But if I'm not careful, I don't know whether I should attack or defend. While I'm too busy being distracted, Yuya-kun serves. Shit, don't get distracted after giving him the okay signal. I managed to reach the ball at the last possible second, just barely tapping it over to the other side of the court. Ah! Damn it! Again with the fucking TV. Come on, monitor, wake up. Yukun quickly runs up to the net, settling the point with a smash. 15-0. Move this shit back to the fucking piece of shit. Swear to God, piece of motherfucking bitch ass. Stupid, so incredibly stupid. Why did I have to get so distracted right now of all times? His first serve of the set is the most critical moment for me. If I manage to disturb his rhythm here, I could potentially set him back for the rest of the set. Now I've lost my chance. That serve is going to serve as a confidence boost, and he's going to carry it into the next ones. I have to take him down before he manages to build up on it. Yukun takes his next serve, a strong, fast slice, attacking my backhand. So he's going after that, huh? Since I don't have much precision with my backhand, I tend to drop the power on those shots to avoid making unnecessary errors. Yukun is specifically targeting that, pinning me to a specific side of the court so I can't counterattack. Well, if I'm looking to a chance for attack, it's now. If I'm going to do something to break his cycle, then it should be here. One extra step. It was probably the hardest one to take, but I take that one extra step to circle around his shot to hit it with my forehand. Against a weaker opponent, that one extra step could be all it takes to score the point. A risky, high-level technique to perfectly return on the goddammit. Again. To return on a turnaround. Would be perfect against a weaker opponent. Ah! Yukun easily reaches the shot, almost as if he was expecting it. Just as I begin running around to the other side of the ball to defend against the powerful shot, I notice that the ball... Huh? The ball is dropping? I remain frozen in place, merely watching the ball bounce to the floor right next to the net. Yukun returned my counterattack with a drop shot. I was so focused on defending from another powerful attack that I completely disregarded the possibility of a drop shot. Move everything back to the fucking monitor. What's up?
Oh, the power flickered just enough to kill my kid.
Yeah, it keeps flickering out here too. I keep having to fucking remove my shit back and forth. Yeah. Apparently the scene I'm on is really long. So, don't worry. After this is done, I'm fucking done and we can watch the show. Which may or may not work given the power problem. What?
I'm still willing to try if you are.
Yeah, me too. To be honest, I just couldn't imagine someone like him having such delicate technique as to hit a perfect drop shot like that. It was my mistake to overlook it. Radio! If I don't come up with something quick, this is how the rest of the set is going to go. Oh, I'm almost done? Cool, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's a good thing I put my fucking wipers up.
Yeah, I forgot to do that.
Aw, shit. And going by the fact that my legs are shaking, I don't think my stamina would last through a tie break. I have to find a way to break his serve and hold mine. Easier said than done. Ha! Yukun hits another flat shot at an unbelievable angle. Even shots that seem to be downright impossible, he continues to put away with ease. He barely makes any mistakes, even though the difficulty of his shots is ramping up considerably. Even though I'm playing at my best and my mind is completely clear and focused, even though I'm at my peak, I can barely keep up anymore. Game won by Coco Nose 5-all. I'm exhausted. My legs are quivering, barely able to stand. I've made it this far purely on guts. But guts can only get you so far, and now I'm running on fumes. It's my turn to serve again. If I lose this game, all he needs to do is to keep his next serve to win. The pressure is at an all-time high. Why is it that, at such an important time, my hands feel so cold? So cold. I can't feel my hands anymore. Shit, I'm starting to crumble under the pressure. Me losing the pressure? You've got to be losing to the pressure? You got to be kidding me. But this feels just like my matches against Takagi. Just remembering that guy. Remembering all the humiliating defeats. I can't see straight. Everything is a blur. Crap, my hands are sweaty too. I'm having a hard time just holding onto my racket. Hayes, please hurry up to your position. I'm getting called shit. Calm down, Rutherford. You've faced worse. Just breathe. But if I lose this tournament here, no, don't think like that. What should I do? Okay. So I was told these choices are the difference between winning the game and losing the game. I don't know if it's this one, but the choices in this game will determine whether we win or lose. And I want to win. My vote would be to take the time violation and recompose myself, because everyone's saying take the time violation. Specifically, it's kind of weird, and it's definitely biased to say this, but McCurdy said take the time violation, and they're on the dev team for this game, so they're worth like 5 votes. But everyone else's vote matters too, don't get me wrong, and McCurdy is just does the music, so I can't verify that they've actually that they actually have this game memorized by any stretch of the word, but I know they at least know the game at some degree. So oh god, there we go. But yeah, everyone's saying take the time violation, so we good. Boom. It'll be no good if I just try to power through it. If I don't take the time to recompose myself, I could end up making a mistake. And doing that so late in this match, it could spell out the end. I need to build up on a point more than anything. If I lose the point because I chose a bad strategy, my morals would tank. I can't let that stress carry on with me. Right now, I need to relax. Just breathe in as much as I can. Feel the air filling up my lungs. Hold it in for a few seconds. Then let it out. Focus on my muscles one at a time. First my feet, then my calves, then from the soles of my feet to the tip of my fingers, all the way up through my head. Feel them relaxing one by one. I already got a vote for the second choice, which is don't take it. I don't know what that means, but I'll keep that in mind, Chef. You also seem to be esteemed in your opinions. It is good to know that I have exploits amongst the crowd. Hayes, it's been 30 seconds. I'm issuing a time violation. Ignore the Empire's call for now. Haven't gotten a violation so far, so this won't do me anything. I have 14 more seconds before he has to issue another one. I'll use every single one of those seconds to make sure that I'm relaxed as I can be. I need my mind to be as clear as possible. This is it. I'm almost out of time. Sorry for taking so long. I'm ready now. The Empire stares at me with a frown. Hey, sorry, man. I gotta do what I gotta do. Jesus. Y'all are freaking me out. I don't even know where the fuck it is. I might not be 100% relaxed, but my mind is definitely a lot clearer. I can't really analyze Yuya-kun and Kei-kun like Kei-kun would, but now that I think about it, I distinctly remember one small detail. It was really minor, so I never stopped to pay attention to it before, but now that I think about it, whenever I hit a quick flat shot to his backhand, he always returned it with a cross slice. Maybe I can capitalize on that. Either way, I won't know until I try. I try to hit a strong flat, making sure to correct for my aim. 70% power should suffice. Yeah, this fucking music, yeah. If you want to listen to some good fucking music, go on YouTube after this and look up Shinsuke Nakamura theme. Both the WWE version and the NJPW version. Amazing music. The guy's never had a bad song. I try to hit as close to the line as possible to force Yuya-kun into using his backhand. As soon as he starts to run to the ball, I prepare myself. If I run too soon, he'd just correct the course and would shoot for the other side instead.
to wait until he's just about to hit and can't change the direction of the shot anymore. It's a gamble, but I'll bet my chips on this. Now! Yukun hits a cross slice just as I predicted. I've begun to run a split second before he made contact with the ball. If it's like this, I have ample time to get ready. I cut into the ball's path. I return it as a half volley. I'll position myself in the center of the court, and I'll aim for the farthest corner to his side. Go!
What?
Before he has time to react, the shot that he was so confident on was suddenly returned to him at the worst possible time. The ball passes with no contest, bouncing on top of the baseline and flying straight into for the fence.
Yes!
I did it! I managed to come with a strategy and carry it to completion. I'm still in the running. Yeah, it looks like Yu-Kun has noticed what I did just now, and he doesn't look at all happy about it. Sucks to be you, fucker! I'll just have to carry this momentum forward before he can recompose himself and catch up to me. I'll pummel him with another strong shot. Since the start of the match, I've been cycling through my serves very evenly, but there's one thing I haven't done once during the whole game. Consecutive quick flat serves. No matter how I look at it, Yu-Kun's reaction was way too fast. This is beyond the realms of just reacting. Did he predict my shot? Not only that, his return was incredibly risky, returning a strong flat with another strong flat. On such a tight course, he was aiming towards the open space on the other side of the court, but he was also aimed just short of the service line. The angle is so absurd that just the idea of using that to return a flat shot boggles my mind. The guy doesn't just have guts, he's completely crazy. Damn it, if I don't run... Wah! Ow, ow, ow.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, I just tripped, that's all. What the hell did I even trip on? Do I have any bruises anywhere? Everything seems to be in order. Good thing I didn't hurt myself. That would be a pathetic way to lose a match.
15 all.
It cost me the point, too. Shrug it off. That was a fluke. Although, if I'm being completely honest, my chances of getting it after that super sharp flat was pretty low. Huh? Yukon is really close to the net. Why is he looking at me like that? Is there dirt on me or something?
If you're trying to catch me by surprise, then you really shouldn't telegraph your next move.
Huh?
Honestly, consecutive quick flats. From the last point, it was already obvious you were trying to put more thought into your play. If I take that into consideration, of course you'd want to catch me by surprise with your next serve. In that case, you'd go with the one combination you've done the least during the day. Consecutive quick flats. That would have been a good idea if it weren't so obvious. Please take me more seriously than that. He then immediately turns around, walking back to his spot on the court. What just happened? He was a fucking dick is what the hell just happened. What was that about? Was he trying to rile me up? No, it didn't feel like it. Guy really doesn't make much sense. Well, none of that matters right now. 15 all. My situation isn't half bad right now. Even if we're tied, I'm still doing fairly good right now. Now that my mind is focused again, I can see the court much more clearly. My body also seems to move more quickly. There's not as much wasted energy. Didn't even notice how stiff my body had gotten before. Pressure is really scary. Now that I think about it, even though I've been in high-pressure situations tons of times, I never once managed to overthrow my pressure, did I? I always just tried to ignore it and play through it. I really am pathetic. Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with it as long as I recognize my mistakes. When I think about it, I really do have a penchant for giving up without trying everything, don't I? I was ready to give up on this match just because it got a little rough. When in reality, the situation wasn't nearly as hopeless as I thought it would be. Out to be. I can still win as long as I do my best. It's been so long since I've played a real high-stakes match. I was always beaten so easily by Takagi that I've never really gotten to enjoy it. Facing someone that's so evenly matched with me, not knowing whether I'm going to win or not, this feeling is amazing. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're doing it now. Oh, we're getting into it. My body is moving so much more lightly, even more than when the match started. Even though I can feel the fatigue growing, everything that feels so smooth, the rotation of my joints, the movement of my legs, my swings, I
feel like it's much more easier than before. It's as if a weight has suddenly been lifted off from my back. This feeling is so familiar. This just might be how I used to play before. It's been so long since I've felt so comfortable playing tennis. 30-15. I scored the point before I noticed it. Oh, my body is moving on its own. Even though my mind is drifting off and on other places, my body is moving almost on instinct alone. Even before my mind could decide on the best path to take, my body is already doing it. Yukin's face is so scrunched up right now, I guess he must really be struggling to keep up. Here's that ultra instinct, hell yeah! The more we go on like this, the lighter I feel. This is just too much fun. It's like we were tethering on the edge, too evenly matched for one of us to really pull ahead. But right now, I definitely have the upper hand. Yukin's shots are becoming more and more forceful. He's trying to stay on the offensive when he's being pressured. That's commendable effort on his part. I can't help just how much he reminds me of myself. Even when he's being pushed, his eyes are always sharp and full of life. Even if he's frustrated, he's still enjoying himself. I used to play like that before. I had forgotten what that feeling was like. I missed it. Once again, my shot paints the lines. It's scary just how much my control has improved right now. I keep firing off risky shot after risky shot, and yet they all seem to fall inside the court. 40-15. Even the pain on my finger has become just a little buzz that I relegate to the back of my head. It's not that important right now, and it doesn't bother me much.
You've got to be kidding me. Yuya-kun seems to be getting really frustrated over the sudden turn the match has taken. I would be too. In fact, I think this mirrors the development we had at the start of the second set. He's probably feeling the same way I was. Perplexed, scared, in denial. Serves him right. If he raises the bar, then all that's left for me to do is raise it higher. I have never really thought much while playing, but man, it's really weird to be playing almost on automatic. Yuya-kun returns a rather forceful topspin shot to the open area of the court. That would have been a decent shot if it weren't for the fact that I was totally waiting for it. Once he started to get pressured, his playstyle became a lot more simple. Before, he'd at least mix and match his shots and trajectories a little, just enough so that I couldn't predict them. Now, all he does is fire a high power shot to one side and then the other. He's trying to have me run left and right, but it's become such a tedious and predictable strategy that I can easily anticipate it. Hey, you leave the doorstop alone. It didn't do nothing to you. Fucker. I'll show him once again that I'm more than just a pile of muscle. I can also add delicate touch when I need. Blah. As if threading a needle, I try my hand at some really precise control that I'm usually not capable of. I gently tap the ball over the net, adding some spins so that it'll bounce backwards once it hits the ground. The ball skirts the top of the net just a few millimeters away from grazing it. He doesn't even make it halfway across the court by the time the ball stops bouncing, gently rolling across the ground. Game won by Hayes, 6-5. Just like that, the crowd erupts in cheers. I guess they're getting excited now that I'm in top form. Hell, I'm getting excited too. I'm glad we switched sides before my serve. He won't have any time to recompose himself before he has to serve. All right, now I've got the ball rolling. If things keep going this way, I'm sure to win. But that doesn't mean I'm allowed to get reckless. I'll keep a close eye on him, and I'll be wary of any changes. He's changed once during this match, so there's no reason to believe he won't change again. Watch him closely and just try to react as fast as possible to whatever he might do. A wide slice. It's just like I thought. The more pressure I put on him, the more attempts to fall back to his shots he's more comfortable with. The number of slices he's used has skyrocketed since the last game, and now it's translating to his serves too. Once again, he returns my topspin shot with another slice. Does he think the irregular bounce of the sliding motion of the slice will somehow throw me off? It doesn't really make sense. In terms of throwing me off my rhythm, that topspin forehand with a regular bounce was much better at doing that job, but I guess he's not as comfortable using that as he is the slice.
I'll try to mix and match the angles of my shots too. Instead of shooting for a baseline again, I'll shoot for a quick cross-court flat at a sharp angle. Good, that seems to have caught him off guard. You can freeze it for just a second and... 15! Score! This strategy just might actually bring me to victory. This strategy? Did I say strategy or score? Yeah, the strategy. Sorry. At this point, Yu-Kun is so riled up, the odds of him recovering at this point are very low. As long as he continues playing this over-aggressive, his attack pattern will remain predictable. In that case, I should have no difficulty coming up with ways to counterattack. Just like last time, Yu-Kun comes at me with another slice, this time aiming for the center instead of going wide. The shot is even faster than the last one, but the spin is much weaker. As far as slices go, this certainly isn't one of the best. I return with a quick cross-court shot. This catches him off guard as he had already begun running towards the open court. He's forced to break mid-dash and run the other way. Yu-Kun manages to reach the ball, hitting another crazy angled shot. Unfortunately for him, his body balance was completely thrown off, causing his shot to fly straight into the net. 30. 2 more point. I just need 2 more points to win. Yu-Kun's grip on his right has become so tight that his hands have begun to shake. Not only that, he's grinding his teeth in a way that is making weird noises from his mouth. I guess I can understand being frustrated. It felt as if he was leading the match, only to suddenly have it turned on his head at the last stretch. Having victory so close to then having it snatched away. But I'm here to win, and I can't let pity get in the way of that. It takes a few seconds, but it seems like Yu-Kun has managed to get his temper under control. But his face is nowhere near as neutral as it was before. While a few minutes ago his expression was completely blank and betrayed nothing, now his brows are furrowed, his fur is bristled, his nostrils are flared, his fangs are showing. I could tell what he was going to do during the game, but I couldn't tell what he was feeling. Now he's completed his transformation into an open book? Bad analogy. But the flaring of his temper has also brought a change to his playstyle once again. Instead of falling back towards a comfortable shot, he just hit a serve with as much power as he could. He could barely reach the ball in time, even though this was his fastest serve today. He managed to get it to go to a terrible spot for me. Instead of coming at me with slices, he's pounding the ball with renewed vigor. Shit, I'm having trouble keeping up. I need to slow down the point in order to catch up. I'll go with a slice. The extra time it takes for the slice to reach his side of the court gives me a chance to better position myself. Yu-Kun continues to pummel the ball with almost no concert for placement. Right now he's all about power. As I continually go for slower shots, I'm given the chance to get more comfortable. Eventually, we're locked in an evenly matched battle of ground strokes, except I'm thinking clearly, and I see the easy chance for another angled shot aiming just short of the service line. Huh? The instant I hit the ball, I can already tell that there's something off. It hits the ground with incredibly close to the line, sliding away from Yu-Kun's range. The umpire's eyes are glued to the ground for what feels like an eternity, trying to decide if the shot was in or out. But even before he announced it, my stomach's already dropped because I could already tell that, out, 15-30, fuck you. My aim was off. I don't know why, but at the last moment it was as if my shoulder joint had just seized up. Actually, now that I think about it, my entire body feels heavier. Damn it, I was playing without even paying attention to myself. I went over my limit without even noticing. Guess I got so absorbed in the feeling of satisfaction that I forgot to manage my stamina, and I ended up pushing myself too far without bothering to save up some for the home stretch. My legs feel like they're about to split open. I try making wide movements with my body to try to warm myself back up again, but my entire body suddenly feels so heavy. My muscles are seizing up, and I didn't pay attention to the warning signs. Crap, Yu-Kun's about to serve again. I try to run towards the ball, but I immediately tell that I won't reach. It hits the fence, echoing the sharp sounds of metal. Dirty all. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. I was careless, and now I'm paying the price. I already know that I was close to my limits, so I should have taken care to save up some energy. What should I do? The situation has suddenly turned into a great pinch. Okay, this was the second choice y'all warned me about. Y'all said, if I remember correctly,
as Jing says right there, push myself and bet it all on this game versus play safe and try to win in the tiebreak. The tiebreak, I remember someone saying the tiebreak is a death trap. So I know you all already said it, but I want to verify, push it and bet it all on this game. We got 2 votes for that, 3 votes for that, 4 votes for that, 5 votes for that, 6 votes for that, 7 votes for that, 8 votes for that. Yeah, there's 8 votes for that, 9 votes for that. So it was hilarious. As soon as I said one, it would come up with another one. So damn. All right. Here's so we go. Right. It's do or die. If I don't find a way to break his serve right now, what chance will I have at a tie break? My energy isn't going to miraculously return. It's only downhill from here. I know that if I push myself over the edge, I might be able to get one last boost. But on the other hand, if I risk it all here and can't break, I'll have absolutely 0 chance at a tie break. No, thinking like this is pointless. I'd have no chance at the tie break to begin with. I'll summon up every ounce of energy I still have, and if I've truly run out, then I'll just play him on guts alone. Push like your BriAnna, Nat. I don't care if this match leaves me so exhausted that I can't move. I'm winning this, and I'm winning this right now. On the next episode. I'm kidding. You can restart the match with another forceful serve. While it's plenty fast, my legs somehow oblige my desperate pleas and begin to move properly once again. Even if my arms still feel somewhat heavy, I can definitely hit it back. Just like that, we're locked in a stalemate. Yukun's attacks are too predictable. As long as I can still run, I can still deal with them. On the other hand, I can't seem to control the ball as well as I was before, and my shots aren't as forceful. I can take big risks like I was before. They just wouldn't pay off. But I need to come up with some way to turn this around. I'm well aware that I'm out of fuel, and unless I want to come to a full stop before this match is over, I have to do something. Even if it's risky, now is the time to risk it all. Just continuing to play this game at a high pace was already a gamble. Might as well go all the way. I hit a drop shot, silently hoping that it'll catch him by surprise. Even though his face doesn't betray much, he seemed to have been delayed one step. Will it be enough? Yuya-kun throws himself to the ground, attempting to pick the ball up before he had a chance to fall, but he fails. He's just a few centimeters short of the mark, and the ball rolls on the floor towards his face. 30-40. Match point! Hayes, finish it now! Coco knows, don't give up! The crowd seems to get more riled up the closer the match comes to an end. At this point, my heart feels like it's about to burst out of my chest, but it's no dream. I do have the match point. This is my chance. I doubt I'd last through a deuce. In fact, that motherfucker is singing. I don't know if you can hear it, but oh well. This is my chance. I doubt I'd make it last through a deuce. In fact, I'm pretty sure that if he managed to get to a deuce, my chances of winning will go down to a near 0. I need to get this last point no matter what. Yuku pats himself clean to whatever specks of dirt clung to his fur and clothes after his fall. His glare feels incredibly sharp. I feel uncomfortable having him stare at me like that. But I suppose I can understand his anger. There's nothing I can do about it. We both walk back to our positions to start what is hopefully going to be the last rally of this match. Gyukin comes at me with another powerful flat serve. I swear these keep getting faster. I managed to reach it, but only by the skin of my teeth. My return was just good enough to avoid an instant counter. Coco knows needs more sprites. Once again, we initiate a contest of ground strokes. If my body were moving just a little more responsibly, I feel like I could clinch this point fairly easily. His predictability is the only reason I can still keep up. If Yuya-kun we're still playing with just a little more if he was just playing a little more rationally right now, he'd probably win. But instead, I already know he's going to attack with another flat... Huh? Before my very own eyes, I see the ball dropping right in front of the net. My mind is unable to comprehend what I see, as if in slow motion I see the ball leaving Yu Yu-kun's racket, and with very little momentum, ready to drop to the floor and stay there. He went with a drop shot! At this point of the match, under all this pressure, as angry and as aggressive as he's been, he managed to recompose himself enough to pull this off! For a split second, I could see what looks to be a malicious smile flashing across Yu Yu's face. He probably noticed my struggle with my own stamina and decided to capitalize on that, even though I feel like my reaction was delayed. I have no choice but to run. If I let this point escape me, I won't be able to get back on track. Ha! I nearly fall to the ground attempting to reach the ball, but somehow I get to it. Yu Yu-kun's drop shot was surprising, but it was nowhere near perfect. The ball has too much power. It went a little too far over the net, making it easier to reach. But still, Yu Yu-kun comes up to the net, ready to finish the point. I stand firmly directly in front of him. Left or right? Which way will he shoot? A lob! Right now, and I'm as far up to the net as I can be, he chose to attack with a deep, aggressive lob. I have no choice but to run. I need to reach this ball. I can't even see where Yu Yu-kun is right now because my back is turned to him. And there's no time for me to turn around. If I try, the ball will bounce twice and I'll miss my chance. I've barely ever practiced the shot, but I'll have to go for it. Without turning around, I hit the ball from in between my legs, towards the left side of the court. Eh? Right as I hear Yu's confused gasp, I turn around to see the ball went past its defensive range on the net. Please go in! Everyone has suddenly hold their breaths. Me, Yu, the audience, we're all staring with anticipation at the umpire. He opens his mouth and... Game, set, and motherfucking match! Count 6, 4, 3, 6, 7, 5. Mother... Fucker! The roars of the audience are deafening. The umpire barely has time to finish the announcement before his voice is completely drowned out by the howls and yells of dozens of excited onlookers. Fucking Nep. Dude, you missed 3.5 hours. Oh my god. Somewhere among my friends are probably also cheering for me, but right now there are so many voices that I can't hear them. I still can't believe I actually won. It feels so surreal. I won. Somehow, even though I have had this title for years now, this is the first time I've been happy to win it. My mind seems to finally register that Akita standing in front of the net, racket under his armpit, awkwardly scratching the back of his head while glancing at me. Alright, I have to shake hands with him. Yu Yu-kun, that was an amazing match. Thanks a lot. I stand my hand towards the Akita. His eyes tear up a little when he takes hold of my hand, shaking it enthusiastically. Yeah, it really was. Damn it, I'm so frustrated to have lost, but this was such a great match. I'm so happy. The Akita then opens his mouth in a wide, content smile, showing lots of teeth as tears stream down his face. I'm so happy to have finally been able to play against you, Rutherford-san. I hoped I get to face you again in the future. I nod. I can't really come up with the words to say. I don't even feel like I really need to say anything. We shake hands and then make our ways out of the court. I walk out of the court, and it doesn't take me long to find my friends. Most of the bystanders have already left as soon as the match was over, so there weren't many people for them to get lost among.
Rutherford, that was a great match! Way to deliver on the reverse thing. Although for a second there, I was afraid you'd collapse.
I wasn't just afraid of that. I'm almost sure it would happen. Mizuguchi-san, I thought we agreed not to criticize him.
Saya shrugs.
I changed my mind. I prefer to speak my thoughts.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Saya-chan. Saya smiles, giving me a thumbs up. Suddenly something very warm suddenly envelops me, nearly pushing me down to the floor. Whoa, Aki!
Aniki, I'm so happy!
Easy there, buddy. I'm covered in sweat. You're gonna get yourself all dirty. Aki shakes his head, rubbing it in my stomach.
I don't care. I'm so happy to see you enjoying yourself on the court again.
Oh, you noticed that. It was clear as day to anyone who watched. At the end of the match, you just looked like you were enjoying yourself so much. You have no idea how happy it made me to see you like that again. Thanks, guys.
Should we do something to celebrate?
Can we do that another day? I'm kinda too exhausted. I just want to get to my bed and sleep.
Aw, bummer.
Nikki, once we get home, I'm gonna help you take a bath before you get to bed. I get the feeling you'd just fall asleep and drown in the tub if I didn't.
You have that little faith in me.
Actually, I think I'll just take a bath with...
Take a bath with... You know what? Different culture. Feel like it's been years since we've done that. Wow, really? I mean, it has been a few years since you last took a bath with me.
Sure, why not? This sort of thing is nice every now and then.
Alright, if you insist. I pat my little cute brother's head as he continues to cling to me even though I'm sweaty and probably reek. Sounds like a great idea. I'll join you guys too. The hell you will. If you want to take a bath, just do it at your house. Oh, Killjoy. These guys are ridiculous. Arky is June's voice after smoking for 40 years. Oh, man. These guys are ridiculous. I love them for it. Day CS1? Oh, this is the character select day. Okay. So we will do that on the next episode. Thank you all for joining me on this 3.5 hour long extravaganza. And on the next one we shall choose our character. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional, speaking for myself and the voices in my head when I say until next time.